Everyone say hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet.
Remember, Rabbit, everything you do on that camera is going to be live to the Internet.
That's why I moved out of frame.
That's right. All right. A beautiful blank frame. All right. Well, I'm going to choose us then, as there's at least more stuff to look at. Okay.
That's also why I'm gracing Lisa's wishes and the Internet's and staying mostly clothed.
Thank you.
I mean, hey, if she wants to get our viewer count up single-handedly, I'm not going to argue. I mean, I feel like Glenn should approve that as well, but, like, you know, it's not his body. She's her own.
I was about to say,
I mean, you know.
I think she is an autonomous, independent woman.
His feelings might be worth, you know, or at least valid.
I guess.
Yeah, no, you know, hey, it's her choice, but, you know, I'm with you.
It's your body.
And,
do what I want.
That's right. Cool. So the first thing.
You can't see.
So the first piece of business.
She's in the kitchen and she's dancing.
That's okay. So the first piece of business, Rabbit doesn't get to enjoy it because I got the paper too late, but I got us a book. Let me see if I can.
RNG.
What is?
I'll have Lisa take glamour, or maybe I'll have JC take glamour shots later. Sally, why don't you open that up and tell me what secrets lie within?
Huh. Oh!
It's a dice tray!
Neat.
That's why the author.
I like it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
I love how it's so, like, I remember having those kinds of book covers.
Is that why you
at
keep
school.
telling me you have Mod Podge?
yeah, because I make book safes. All right, so.
People used to try to sell us book safes when I worked at Half Price and be like, this isn't a real book, bruh. I don't know what to tell you. We don't want it.
Yeah,
so apparently the sound of the dice hitting tin or maybe the table will upset Sasha more. So
well, I think everything we're doing right now.
yeah. So let's just try to keep dice on top of pages and books.
Yeah,
I'm just roll
my die right
Which-
here.
Definitely used to voices.
Yeah.
So that we also
know where it goes to this ring. Yeah.
So
What, Amanda?
I said she's definitely used to voices.
Yeah.
well, you'd think. One would hope. But she's in a new space and apparently scared of everything.
Or the stranger voices, too.
And none
Oh,
of us
no, I
speak
meant not to do that.
Portuguese.
Sorry.
That's true. None of us are yelling in Portuguese yet.
I can do it if she needs it.
Right? Yeah.
We can learn.
If we only knew if that would work, we
Those
would.
can be phonetically,
Can
and
do a
it'll
couple of
try.
French sessions.
There
if she
isn't
wants.
a whole lot of phonetic.
She has a taste of the old world.
I can say thank you and
Stop touching your brother.
Stop touching your brother.
I don't know. That was the first thing I thought of. All right, buckle up, weirdos.
I think it's more along the lines of stop torturing your sister.
Your DM did prep, so
Ooh.
Oh, what?
TPK.
Yeah.
It's happening. It's gonna be great.
Oh dear.
All right.
I'm
There's only
going
that.
out in
I
style.
hope you're ready for that 7 Seas campaign because this one's gonna be over real quick. All right.
Oh, we're all gonna die.
Where the hell are you and what are you doing?
We just got presents from Goron.
Yeah.
Biggeron.
We got
No.
terrorized
No, we
by
No,
a
we
fairy.
leveled last time.
But did you finish leveling from the last time?
I did.
Oh, yes. Because I'm pretty sure I finished last time when I was here. I just...
Amanda, did you get your character sheets I sent you?
I leveled as much as I
Okay.
Yes.
because I don't know what I'm doing.
I got him.
Okay.
You have
I
dice.
don't know the difference.
It's okay.
Somewhere, yes, in my purse, I think.
Well, we should stop playing games that have so much math then.
Basil will discover skills as time goes on.
I know, but it's
We
only
tried
two
one
minutes.
that didn't have math and everyone hated it.
Oh, you
Which
mean
one was
like
that one?
President.
Fate.
Dresden,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But that one wasn't so bad. I didn't have as much trouble in the character creation part of that as it was the actual gameplay.
Yeah,
And
because
everything
there
was
wasn't enough math.
Yeah.
There's not-
This has been a solidly white wolf table.
Okay.
Macaroni.
Initiative.
When you level in White Wolf, you're like, all right, I give myself a new dot. And this one, you're like, okay, I add to this, which changes this, which changes this, which changes this, and I get a thing. And then I get confused, and then I get sad.
I want all the things.
So I'm okay with what I've done so far.
I don't actually think
I gave myself my spell.
That's okay. This is a learning experience for both of us.
I gave myself my extra spell, and I gave myself my stat and my
I'll just have
skills and my everything. I'm pretty sure I did it all.
That sounds close, yeah.
Lisa, did you run by our newly added spell?
I changed all my things.
Does it matter?
No, because it's
I think
just
you
our
hit most
spell.
of it.
Okay.
I can't think of what else.
Yeah, I updated my like.
And I think we checked the.
Yeah.
saves, too.
Yeah, we did it.
All right.
I did it.
I will believe you for now. You know, when you betray someone, you have to build trust again. So it's
calculated.
I did it though.
it's okay. I'm not going to try and kill your character on purpose.
I mean, it's gonna be
it's
really
gotta
hard
be-
to kill my character because he is designed to not die.
No, I know it's fine.
I kind of want Basil to be the only one alive.
He has
no one will
endurance
know
and
Because
how
then no one can
hard-
watch. Because no one will see him survive the grim
Yeah.
ending.
Yeah, no one will believe him because no one else was there.
He'll
No one else lived.
He'll keep Grim's memory alive in the tavern, being
That's
like,
right.
"No one believes me, but this is all true." And that's how the story was told, with the cluck of chickens in the background.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh my. What?
Oh wait. Careful, don't get the arm underneath the desktop because that pops and. Anyway, cool. Yeah, you had a thing.
It's a whole thing that happened just now. It just happened to
Oh,
us. We
man,
were
I've
not
been
participants.
You look so angry. I don't understand what's happening.
I don't understand why she's using my computer. I understand why she's making those noises.
Because it's on. I haven't turned mine on yet. This is already on.
What's yours is hers. What's hers is hers.
I'm just here to facilitate your demise. What mistake do you make next?
What mistake did you make?
Didn't we got the report back?
Well, we got all these fancy items.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what do we have to do?
I don't know if we actually.
I think we teleported back, but
No, I think we're still there.
I think we're
Yeah, I
gonna
don't
make the
remember
trek
us-
because I think we
We
all
just got our presents and.
We sped up time. That's what we did.
yeah.
It's like we sang something.
You sped up time in order to get the presents.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you
Because
were
we gave
anxious kids
ourselves-
on Christmas and
Yes.
didn't want to wait.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not that. It's we gave ourselves PTSD
So you-
camping into the Greek.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got.
us.
Yeah.
Oh,
we got,
so you
we
hid
got
under the
molested
covers,
by the fairy.
That's right.
You want to do that again? That's kind of cool.
emotionally abused
Yeah.
by a great fairy.
Yep.
That's a lot of bass on it, man.
It's got a base boost.
All about that bass.
And you
Drop
know,
that beat.
so I'm not going to say that it's because she's black, but she does have a low timbre.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I just
Timbaland.
I just
almost.
went-
down.
I went Kesha.
I'm yelling timber.
Yeah.
It's the only part of that song I know. I don't know the
Basso
rest of
profundo.
it.
Let's just sing that over and over.
I'm trying to figure out what we were
I
trying
don't.
to do.
I mean, I have a
before
tinier
the
one I could
thing
probably
with it.
plug her
Nothing.
into.
Okay for now.
Nothing?
Yeah, we had just completed a task.
But yes, from what
Yeah,
I
we
recall,
actually don't have anything to do.
you had the
No, we
PTSD.
do because we have to go back to
Yes.
Hill Street and find Navi
Yeah.
Oh!
Why do we need to do that?
because Lincoln
Was
said
there
that
being inflicted?
Oh, that's right.
and they gave us the journal
Yeah, he's
to go find the
he's-
fairy.
And you
He's
know
Yeah.
wistful.
He's
So-
wistful.
Wait.
The bird thing asked us.
We did that thing where we forgot the thing we were doing. The main
Well,
thing.
Someone decided to move across the country in between the games, so it took a while.
It was fine.
And go to secret shows that we're not allowed to know about.
I tried to tell you.
We live in California. How are you cooler than us?
Yeah, what the fuck is that about?
Mm-hmm.
That's cooler than me.
Miss, I'm living my best life.
Right. I'm eating
Oh, yeah,
pretzels at midnight.
Don't eat the chili. It's weird.
I know. I'm.
There's a story there.
They make it with like cinnamon.
Yeah, it's sweet, and they put it over noodles, and it's everywhere. It's like a fast food chain out here. It's everywhere.
It's not chili.
I'm not exactly aroused, but I'm intrigued.
It sounds like bolognese almost.
Yeah, it's basically bolognese with like a lot of fucking cinnamon in it, but they call it chili.
Yeah.
Which is what.
Caller, you've reached Sauce Talk.
Oh yeah.
Dish something up for us. Sorry. I was just ripping.
Welcome back to Sauce Talk.
You're standing at the top of a mountain with Bigoron standing there going, fuck yeah. And y'all are like, sweet, new swag.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
And someone was like, don't we have a book? And y'all were like, yeah, we do. So now what?
Which one of us has the book?
That's a good question. I don't remember.
It's the
Link's journal, right?
Well, not Link's journal. It's the Bomber journal.
It's the Bomber's notebook.
Yeah.
All I know is it's not grim.
It's probably not me because I read it and tell
might be
everybody
me,
about
It
it.
will
I
get
have
wet
a-
with you too.
Oh yeah. And
I
I'll
have
blur
the
it.
sack.
everything.
I guess I reach in my sack and see if I have it or not.
Reach into your pom-pom?
No, not into my pom-pom.
Why?
Because I'm sitting on penis. I still was this thing, but I haven't hit back to it.
Oh
So
my
I did
God. Yeah, okay, yeah.
this thing.
I don't have the book in my inventory.
Do you have it written down who has it, Sally?
And neither does my sister.
Does that make sense?
It was probably
It's a lot of
me
the
and
same
I forgot to write
Very
it down.
likely.
It's you now.
It's me probably. It's in mine.
I'd say it's Basil. So
Yeah.
it's
I'm
Past us will
reliable.
never find out.
That's a problem for future me. Past me's an asshole.
All the fucking time.
Yeah, Basil.
Yeah.
Past me eats my fucking sandwiches
where
like
I've seen
nobody's
that before.
business.
I knew I'd seen it somewhere.
What was haunting you?
Oh, this guy that I follow on Instagram, he does like, he used to work for Disney, and so he still does kind of like Disney style art. I guess he's one of the people that designed that Roger Rabbit.
Oh yeah, he just posted it recently.
Yeah, and he posted about it,
Sick.
and I was like, someone I know has that. Who
Sick.
do I know that has that? Why have I seen that before?
Sick.
It's okay.
Been your brain for years now.
I mean, for like since today, but.
Sorry, Amanda. I'm waving my hand in front of my face and
It's like
saying
this.
subconsciously. All right. Anyway,
We're just gonna have to put a mirror behind Sally's head. Let's focus it on
Shit.
Tony.
well, you know, I would have put it in a much better place, but I think you might recall that the USB cord that comes with this thing is about 4 inches long.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
So yeah.
We'll find
So
another
we'll
board.
figure out. Yeah.
It'll
It'll
happen.
work out.
First world problems. Okay, so cool. Yeah, you pull out the book.
Hey, a book. Rolanta does not remember this book ever existed.
It says, Link, hero of time, is sad. Find his friend Navi.
That's right.
It's a fairy.
That's our quest.
It didn't say Navi. It said just his fairy friend.
Well, you guys pull it out and filled in some more info
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm like,
to help remind you.
Head
that wasn't me. That was metagaming.
No, please do.
Okay.
We're
I
all
don't
gonna
remember-
die,
I
so
don't
it
remember what I
doesn't
tell
matter.
people.
It doesn't matter.
I don't even know how you guys got Kokiri Village.
Because we know that's where the kids and the fairies are.
That's
Yeah, I
smart.
think,
And
I
we
think
had
that
to
was the
find
first
fairies.
step.
Dad told us.
Oh, he did tell you.
Yeah.
Good. I'm smart. All right.
So wait, do we have to
That's
do
why
a
he was
song to get
here.
there?
Only if you want to. If you don't want to walk. I mean, if you don't want to walk or whatever. I don't know. What do you want?
So we just have to walk down the mountain, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I just have to kind of like,
Well, where are you porting to?
Kokiri Village?
There's no port in the village.
In the forest.
At the temple,
To the
yeah.
forest temple.
Yeah, and then if we just make a wrong turn, it kicks us out in the village,
No,
doesn't
it'll
it?
kick you back out to the temple because
Oh.
it's the entry point.
That's right.
Oh, so we do have to walk.
I mean,
And
a
then we
little
have
bit,
to like
if you
believe
get it
to
right.
ourselves.
Yeah, through the
Oh,
power of
that
friendship.
whole thing.
Believe it.
I always believe in me.
I'm the one that has trouble
I'm
getting
unconvinced.
Or you could walk,
pads.
or you could go back into the volcano and walk into the Goron thing and look at the thing and I get that. I'm not the only person who's played this game all the way through. I don't know why you guys And then, of course, you all have awesome checks that you can do to try and remember things that I would tell you. D&D.
I don't have, like,
you know, an int check.
I don't have geography. I can just do a straight int check.
I have geography.
Or dungeoneering. Or
I have
knowledge
both.
local.
I have knowledge.
Whatever you
I
want.
have dungeoneering.
Arcana and
Let's
planes.
play a role-playing game.
I don't think I
Shall
actually
we
care
split
about-
role-playing game?
I got 22 for
Let's
geography.
pretend for a second.
You're like, okay. So we go back into the lot. We go back into the thing. We go back into the volcano, and we come out the place we came. And there's that weird fucking portal in Goron City that comes out into the Lost Woods. And then we go right, left, right, and then we come back out in Kokiri Village.
I know where we're going.
And it's that way.
Good.
You guys just like follow me or whatever. I pretty much remember where it is.
So we're flying back.
Neural
down.
goes,
And we shall.
We have to roll again to not fall off.
yes.
Rooms. Okay. What are we doing? Dex roll?
Are you?
Oh,
Oh, acrobatics.
I'm sorry
Oh.
once again.
okay. Let's go.
For the burden I place.
So dex checks for riders and ride checks for flyers.
You have your dice, Manda?
I'm looking right now. I have
I
that on my phone.
got
16.
9.
Oh, who are you riding with?
Whichever one she's on also,
Manda.
because he has
Yeah.
to ride by himself.
All right.
He's huge.
What was your check?
Mine was 22.
What's your ride check, Rabbit?
Mine is dot.
It's dot, dot, dot.
What did you roll?
I haven't rolled because I can't find my dice because I moved and I don't have my stuff. So I'm opening the app.
He has a 9 ride check.
Okay.
Total 9?
You both.
Cool. You plummet
5
20
and 4.
feet. It gets very warm. Make them again. You two, you're riding along.
22
Sally?
ride.
This time I got
Yeah.
17.
Make another
Oh,
check, you're
okay.
right along.
Sorry.
Huh?
I'm like space.
I got
We're fine.
17 this time.
Okay, that's better.
No, that was hers. I haven't rolled mine yet.
I got an 18.
Okay.
Well, what if I roll better for me?
You just rolled better. I told you.
Oh, okay.
You got a 22.
Oh yeah, you can. It's gonna be
No.
hilarious.
I did these.
No, from
Terminator
experience.
2 status. Just the
Yeah.
thumb.
Grim will go with the thumbs
What
up.
was his
I
check?
guarantee
I got
it.
an 18 for my ride with Grim, and she got a 22 for the second round.
And I
Okay.
got 16 for my roll.
All right. So you two float gracefully over to the ledge, and these other 3 goofballs just fucking nosedive.
We just get the gusts as they go.
All flop. You look down to see inevitably will be their flaming corpses in the lava, and they stop just short. And they're like, "It's cool, it's cool," and
It's fine,
slowly
it's fine.
float back up. Make additional checks.
Us as well?
No, just the 3 who can't do the thing you've been doing for.
21.
Megan is turning
20.
red and can't breathe. I'm guessing because
I
she
got
rolled
a 6.
Okay.
It's not
I
a
got
1, but it's a 6.
Can I
Okay.
try to grab?
Well, what was her ride?
Averia got a 21.
Okay. You almost fall the fuck off. You're dangling by the thread, but you might just make it okay. Make one more check.
You
I
have
found
your
my tiny dice.
what? Oh, your tiny dice?
Ha!
There you go.
21.
So, as Averia tries to lip it on this ledge, your gangly ass feet just catch her like, no, fucking it's solid. And so you roll yourself forward.
I'm
At
just
least
gonna
it's
walk.
not lava.
I'm just gonna
I'm
walk,
like,
guys. I know where I'm going.
This
Just follow
volcano
me.
wants
Like,
me.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
one
He's like, I'm
day.
just trying to leave.
One day.
Ganon,
you
you
totally
don't
don't
fucking need Ganon. We'll create calamity on our own.
that's what happened. You put him in position of leadership, and now he fucking biffed it because he got
So
all
you
in his head about it.
he just choked.
Yep.
You feel a feathered pat on your leg. Like, they're there.
There's a genuine moment as we landed where Grim was like watching this whole thing. It's like, I don't remember that being the way. I'm pretty sure we shouldn't follow.
Listening for meows or
Is she listening to something?
Or the music.
Yeah, I think so.
I hear it too.
oh, is it 9?
9. Oh,
Yeah, it's
fine.
907.
Okay. It's an alarm.
Okay. Like I
Hers
hear,
should go off too soon.
I hear
Oh
distant,
yeah, I've been on it 10
distant
to 9
bells.
at this
Yeah,
Okay.
do that for a while. Cool. So you guys schlep back into Link the Goron's throne room. There's no one there. But that's fine. Do you guys like wait for him or call for him, or you just head on out the door?
Oh,
We don't really
Yeah, we're good.
know.
we weren't here for him.
All right, cool. So you guys slip on out the door, and a guard goes, woo, 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 and if you just keep on walking, then he just goes, woo, woo.
And remembered not to say anything.
That's right.
You guys go up the steps.
Proud of you.
You go through the little
Fucking reveal
cave
all of our trade secrets.
and make deck saves.
Deck save, Manda.
19.
Nat 1.
Oh God.
My
Yeah.
gosh.
I got 10.
The tiny dice have cursed
I
me.
got 28.
Oh my God.
Okay, so everyone make deck saves again.
Gosh.
As
6.
as Averia trips over one of the giant.
I got
bomb
13
flowers.
that time.
Oh no. 23. What did she do?
She trips over one of the giant bomb flowers.
Oh no. I got
Yeah,
a 23.
setting them off.
I got 13.
What's your second dex, Manda?
12.
For the second one.
Qua?
12.
12.
Cool. So
Anybody here?
anything below 15 takes 13 damage.
Okay, I'm good.
Anything above 15 takes 6.
Oh, okay.
As a number of bombs,
Ouch.
as 2 of the flowers pop off.
Thanks, sister.
No problem.
I'll wake you up.
I suppose we have like a bunch of mass cure moderates now, though.
And so you scoot your way past the rest of them into the tunnel, and you feel a slight air pressure pop in your
okay.
ear, and you hear distant tones of wind flutes, and you smell green
I know.
as you walk out the stone-carved path, no longer rough, but worked stone, into a 4-way path in the middle of the Lost Woods. Before you lies a path as well as to the left and to the right, but Basil, with his cool check from earlier, knows that you guys need to swing a right, and then another path 4-way, swing a left, and another 4-way, swing a right. And then out you step on a small cliff looking out over Kokiri Village.
See, I told you.
Yay.
Well done.
Okay.
Now we gotta find a ferry. Where do we find a ferry?
They're all over.
Oh, great.
Do we know what ferry we're looking for?
Well, the journal just told us it was Navi. So
Oh.
we can just ask them where Navi is.
You know.
Excuse me, ferry.
So you just like grab a random ferry, or
Totally.
like,
I
you,
snatch my hand out and snatch one out of the air.
make an attack roll. Just BAB plus. Actually, no. This would actually be a combat maneuver bonus because
Okay.
against its combat maneuver defense because you're trying to grapple it.
Yep.
Grapple them fairies.
Grapple,
right.
grapple, grapple, grapple.
Wrestle.
Fairy grappling. It's a new sport.
So it's like your BAB plus your strength mod plus anything else. It is
Should be.
I got a 10.
cool. You managed to get a fairy leg.
Plus 4 AC on attack of opportunity.
No. Well, it was passing through a threatened square.
It was in my adjacent.
So yeah, all right.
14.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I mean, you managed to wing it,
Yeah.
and it goes what?
We need to find Navi,
Who?
a fairy,
Okay.
who used to hang out with a boy who's now not here.
What?
We're fantastic at this.
Wait. Okay. Is it okay for us to say it's? Can I say that? I feel that I'm saying that in character because I'm like worried about.
I mean,
saying
yeah, they
things
were
that
friends,
aren't-
so-
yeah. You know,
I feel like it probably knows. they were
okay, so
friends.
yeah, it-
Was Link a
it's like-
fairy? Was Navi a fairy?
Link was the boy
Oh.
who didn't have a fairy
Oh.
and then left with a fairy, and the fairy was Navi.
Oh, the boy without a fairy.
Yeah,
Oh, I've heard about that.
yeah. So where's the fairy that became his fairy?
I don't know. Who was that? Navi?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
All right.
No, like it's buzzed away from you because it doesn't want you to be able to get it again, and it's talking to you.
Oh,
But if you're like,
I figured I was still holding it while
but
talking to
no,
you.
that wasn't good enough to actually grapple it. He
Targeting.
kind of wanged his pom pom, and then
Oh my.
he was like, ah,
That fairy got wangled.
ah.
Okay.
But if you're like, I'm
Wait.
done with you, then it's like, okay, cool.
Wait. Is there anybody else who can ask? Like, do you have other fairies that know lots about other
He
fairies?
gesticulates down into the valley. He's like, maybe one of the other children would know.
All right.
Because I just learned everything I know about the legend, the rest of everything I know about the legend from you guys, so thanks.
You're welcome.
Guess we're going down there then.
Enjoy
Progress.
your stay in Kokiri Village. Come back soon, y'all. Now you hear.
So now we gotta find a child, a forever child.
It's not hard here. They're everywhere.
how hard do you look?
I mean, I look down at the valley.
Perception
Wait,
checks.
so hard.
Wow. I got a 10.
13.
You're like, there's houses in these trees. It's
20.
cool. Like, I see
I don't-
green.
I don't
I see
believe in
greenery
children.
and
So
shrubbery.
you got a 22.
22.
You got a
13.
13.
I
Iberia.
don't believe it.
Yeah, you're like, I see movement.
What am I searching? I mean, what stat am I adding to?
Perception.
Perception.
Cool. So,
15.
all right. So under 20s, you're like, yeah, there's kids down there. Let's go find it. Over 20, you're like, there's fucking dumbass Mido over there by the like general store
That
off to the east. And then there's like the weirdo blonde one sitting on like a
That's right, this is
post.
the weird children village.
And
Yeah,
there's
never
like
rolled.
this other one that's a twin of another one, and they're like playing patty cake, which is really fucking with you. Well, maybe not with you so much because you're like, oh, that's sweet.
Little twins.
So yeah, so you got a couple choices. You want to go Blondie, you want to go the twins, you want to go Mido, and of course each of them has a fairy of their own.
I want to go to Mido.
What?
But I want to go to Mido, but that's different.
Yes, I know.
I love Mido.
I go to the
Not
twins.
M-A-I. You're gonna go to the twins.
Yeah, of course you are. Why not?
So Irulia
I'm rare.
starts
Irulia.
futzing her way down the cliff.
Leah is Lisa.
Irulia starts futzing her way down the cliff. Do you guys follow?
Yes.
Alright,
Cool.
guys.
No, you go across a little bridge, across a little clearing, underneath another little bridge next to this cute little stump house with a ramp going up the side of it. And the two little twin girls look up at all of you, and they're like, hello.
Hi.
Hello, child. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna stand
Well, from
over
the witch,
here.
why not?
I will be thy friend.
We were hoping you could help us find someone.
Who?
A fairy named Navi.
And they both look at each other and they're like, Navi, in stereo.
Ooh, is that what we're like?
And is this what I've been doing to people? I'm fucking creepy. And they're like, we don't know. Maybe. If you're not sure about fairies, then maybe you should ask the Getting Great Deku Tree.
And where's that?
They both point off to the east in unison.
Do we have to talk to a tree now?
I'm in the tree now.
Okay.
At the eastern edge of this clearing gully, there's a small
Dick-headed
path.
child.
He's near it, yes. His head resembles a penis. No, he's over by the store, which is close, but they point off to an even smaller like ravine that cuts through the walls of this crested over by trees that seems to path down farther into the forest.
Off we go.
You schlep on down that way?
I mean,
Slip.
it's the only lead we got.
Cool.
I know.
Perception checks.
23.
29. I can add.
I got 10 again.
29.
What? 16.
All of you see the Deku chompers that clearly line the path and are able to avoid them without incident. As you move through them, you come out to an even larger clearing. A monstrous black and gray corpse of an oak stands bare, almost depressing. Few limbs clinging to its husk. A few of its originally strong, thick branches are strewn about the clearing. But through the canopy that seems to dim this rather morose sight,
Didn't we have weird dreams with this thing before?
I don't know.
Yeah, to get into Termina.
Did you? I mean, I remember the Termina dreaming part, but I don't remember this part.
It wasn't at the Deku Tree?
It
No,
wasn't.
it was at a different tree.
Okay.
But through a trick of the canopy, there's a small clearing right in front of this husk that shines a glowing, warming beam on something north of a sapling, whose knotted trunk almost makes sort of an overly exuberant face. Its green leaves glisten, and you see fairies and wisps flutter about the area. Do you guys walk into the clearing? Do you approach?
I did.
Basil's at the back.
So as you get within about 30 yards or so of these two trees standing alone in the clearing, the knots of the young oak open themselves up, and the smile continues, and they go, "Greetings, travelers."
Hey.
The trees are talking.
I'm okay with the tree talking.
I'm not.
Well, when your bird starts talking, then we'll freak out. So,
It's not gonna talk.
I am
It's
the
just a chicken.
getting great Deku tree.
The getting
What
great?
brings you?
Why aren't you great already?
He's no.
The branches sort of gesture towards the giant corpse looming over it, and he goes, "That was the great Deku tree, but a dark man poisoned him and slew him.
Well, that's not nice.
It's okay.
Look
Yeah,
at that
nice.
I was
commanding
planted shortly
mustache.
thereafter, and am now growing to replace it, which is why I'm getting great. Just not quite there yet."
Thank you, Rory.
That's adorable.
I mean, that's very honest.
Like
of
he
you.
looks over at Basil and goes, "Yeah, all those limbs. Little tree humor.
little
Sandwiches.
tree.
I've been working on puns."
Oh, this should be fun.
We were told you would tell us about fairies.
What would you like to know about fairies? They're my friends.
We're trying to find one.
Is this a butterfly?
Oh.
No, it's a fairy. I've also heard about memes.
I don't think Aurelia can talk to me anymore.
Nope. Out. Done.
Well, wait, I
Wait,
know
wait,
about
actually,
me.
Wait,
are
don't
funny.
leave yet.
I don't understand what any of you are talking about right now.
I feel like Yolanda just like thinks this is the greatest humor ever.
Yeah,
It's
she's
like
fucking dying.
I'm also dying over here. Can't help you now.
Its leaves rustle as if it's really fucking pleased with itself. And it goes, "Sorry, what would you like to know about fairies?"
We're looking for one.
A particular one?
Yeah.
Which one?
Navi?
Oh. Well,
Kill her
I don't know.
with the pipe.
I pranked him to death with a tire iron.
Apparently, no one knows about
In the
Navi.
library? No, the back lot.
Did Link not find her?
I guess not.
Apparently not.
We're
Because
trying to
he's
find her.
sad.
Because he's all
Oh.
sad for Snays.
He hasn't visited in a long time. He should. If you see him again, let him know I've got some new puns for him. Yeah, that's why he hasn't visited.
I will be sure to relate this message.
So let's see. He seems to like rustle a bit, and he's like, yes. When I was just barely a Deku seedling, or Deku sapling, he came by and asked if I knew where she was. And I told her that she had traveled deep into the Lost Woods. And he went off after her. He came back a while later and then left the Lost Woods and visited a couple times, but never me specifically.
Wait, so he came back from that trip looking for Navi and then never said anything about what happened in there?
Not to me, but I kind of know what's going on in the Lost Woods.
Okay,
So what's going on in the Lost Woods?
Is someone sleeping there?
Right now? I mean, yeah, a couple people. I mean, it's more of an afternoon nap for some of the Kokiri children, but...
Wolf man.
Well, the wolf folks, yeah, they're all right. They serve a purpose. All part of nature. But no, Navi hasn't wandered the woods in some time.
So she went in the woods and never came out, but is not there anymore.
He's like, well, she doesn't flight about our boughs any longer, so I would imagine you might need to talk to someone who doesn't have roots that may have heard tales of a Deku fairy far from home or its Kokiri.
Wait, things that fly?
I mean, birds don't have roots.
Do you know anything, Meryl?
We have
So,
to go back and talk to that thing.
Does anyone want to make like sense motive, perception, knowledge checks,
I'll take a
Yeah.
perception.
wisdom check?
25 perception.
I got.
Yeah, he means something that travels far and wide that isn't related to this. He probably means something else that is a traveler like the rest of you.
So like 20,
21.
I got
sense motive.
24 sense motive.
I got a 24 knowledge arcana. That helps.
You kind of you're like yeah. You're like I feel like I know exactly, but I was 1
You should
point
find
short.
that owl.
What was yours?
24 knowledge arcana.
You're like a fucking owl.
That fucking owl.
What was yours?
21 sense motive.
Yeah, you're like. He's probably alluding to something that travels. What about you, Averia?
Oh, I didn't care.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Thank you real well.
I got a hunch.
Probably that weird owl that we all talked to.
Yeah. I think
Kipora
so.
Gabora. He would be a great resource.
How do we find this owl?
Oh, he gave us. Didn't he give us something?
Yeah,
Oh,
you could call him.
I know birds like worms. Do you have any really big worms?
No.
Don't we just make singing by his statue?
Mm-hmm.
That could work. You guys do know
Gotta go
that
back to
music
Sky
has
Temple.
magic in this land, right?
The face.
Is it still
Perfect.
good?
Yeah, it moved now.
Okay.
It just froze on my disgust.
It's like, you know,
It was perfect.
behind the not so great anymore Deku tree, there's a statue of him.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, hey.
And we can sing the thing without you can not be there. Yeah.
I feel like I have to be a part of the song
Right.
because I'm a piece of it.
Okay.
Ooh, what song?
I don't remember what the song is. Do I need to roll to remember what the song is?
It's on the standard post. be around like that fucking
Is it the
scarecrow.
same one that we used to?
The work
Yes,
It
I believe
is.
it's the same.
because he's the one that.
Because we can teleport either to platforms or to
All
owl
statues.
Yeah. So I guess we just sing him this teleport song. Is it different?
We have to
I
think
mean,
of the sky.
If you're trying to
temple.
teleport, I don't think that'll call. Like, are you asking Tony or are you asking
Tony,
the tree?
We're asking Tony.
Huh? Nah. I don't know. You can try it. Maybe you should ask the tree.
I mean, he's at the sky temple, right? So I guess we
Tree, do you know? No, not him. Not that.
No, the owl.
That's
that
Guru.
No,
the
the weird
Yeah,
owl
that's
with
right.
the head
can-
thing.
Yeah.
You know.
The one that made us all come here.
Do you want me to repeat what I've said?
Yeah. No.
Triggered?
No.
Okay.
No, you're not.
He seemed frustratingly familiar. Is
Yeah.
what I wrote down.
Yeah.
That's all I wrote.
Becoming Great Deku Tree. Do you know how to summon the?
Well, if you had a way to call birds, maybe that would help.
Just
I don't want that.
No, I
I
think it's
mean-
the opposite of really a lot.
I don't want this. I'm sorry, ladies.
You're not gonna like it.
just exists.
I'm gonna go back home to the desert and I'm gonna roll out my carpet and I'm gonna
We're
go.
right in the woods here. Let's dig a hole.
I don't have anything like that.
I'm gonna go hide in the corpse of this tree.
Right.
No,
We'll
that's
dig a
probably
big
good
hole and
course
then
of
you can lie at
action
the
because I
bottom
can't
with a paper
actually
bag.
control who shows up. Basil walks over to the statue. Tries to concentrate, thinks maybe that'll help.
Yeah, sure. Go
No.
ahead
Think
and
about
make
owls.
make a handle animal check. Because you're trying to dissuade any bird but that.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be swarmed by birds.
14.
Have you tried one of those yet?
Yes.
You turn into a little bit of a Disney princess for a bit, like some random,
Oh look, just look the other way.
some random sparrows, a crow, an albatross,
Wow.
Oh, I don't know why you're here,
a
but
small a roost of chickens do kind of show up and just sort of are confused. And Merle's like, "Sup, Merle?" And it's a little confusing for a moment. But eventually, all of you hear this whooshing noise, and little by little, a small bird turns into a big bird, which turns into a very big bird, and almost seeming out of deference for the tree, it lands in its full glory on the ground itself, and does sort of a sweet bow to the getting great Deku tree, and it goes, "Hello, Kibora," and it goes, "Ooh." Oh no, he doesn't do that. He goes, "Hello, getting great Deku tree."
Unashamedly hides behind Grim.
You-
Like, just behind his armor. Like,
You're looking
please,
ready
no.
to soar
You'll be
with
fine.
us.
You'll be fine.
And like the Deku tree laughs, leaves flittering down from the joy of the idea that he could fly. And he goes, "Young Bezel." See, I keep wanting to keep. What was the? Oh yeah, Young Bezel. How are you?
Grim just passes an oatmeal
oh,
cookie.
you know,
Yeah, he didn't.
same as always. Could
How
be better,
much-
but not dead.
That's a good way to leave.
Petrified.
How might I help?
Oh, we need to find a fairy named Navi.
Oh. Head turns around.
That's okay. You're not seeing it.
Yeah, no,
Wing.
behind Grim.
Wing on forehead, because that's where the chin would be. I'm sorry, I don't. Flip back around. I don't really know. Pats his forehead now,
Why
which
does
is
no
actually
one
his
know?
forehead.
Everyone we've asked has said the same
Although,
thing.
I have heard rumors of dancing lights in the deep desert by a kingdom oasis beyond the Colossus.
Oh, great, great.
That's pretty
It
far.
leans over and sort of gesticulates towards Grim. You know, the kingdom, the royal the royal family did create testaments to the kingdom before the Civil War raged and before the land was lost. The Gerudos destroyed most of the reminders.
What does that have to do with a fairy? Is it the lights?
Aren't those just pose?
I think you and I would both know the difference.
I'm not looking at you.
Just like muffled.
You just hear
Feather
her
on
voice.
hip.
Just, aren't those just pawns?
Yeah.
But you can't see her.
Grim,
So
your
I-
voice is heightened.
Well,
I've been
so I guess
practicing.
we gotta go to the desert. That's your guys' place, right?
Indeed.
Do you know where we'll be going?
Do I know where that is?
Oh yeah, both of you know the Colossus very well.
Because we
Uh-huh.
trained there.
Yeah, that was Ganondorf's headquarters
The
for a
pole-
while,
The pole leads the way.
and was then abandoned because your mentors were becoming too much of an influence on the ladies.
Okay.
The kingdom expanded very quickly before the Civil War, but the forces didn't have what it took to claim that large a territory.
Okay.
Much of it was lost.
I can help us get there, but I can't come out right now.
The Kipora sort of taps your shoulder with some primaries,
Mm-hmm.
and is like, "You take care, Basil,"
Thanks.
and like does like feather finger guns at Neural, and Neural does them back, and
What is that?
it's
gesture?
like, should you need me again, do that again,
Just pretend that you're not here.
but you might
Mhm.
want to use my
Oh,
song.
Grim is just, arms folded,
Okay.
like guard mode.
Cool, thanks. Yeah, I'll remember that.
And as he says it, he like sort of spins about, and a giant cocoon of feathers envelopes him, and just huge brown primary feathers the size of your arm just sort of fluttered to the ground, and he's gone.
Grab
Are the feathers
She grabs
still there, or
them.
did they go?
Right.
Cool. They dematerialize after a few moments.
Oh.
Keep your head down a second.
Oh,
Okay,
Fine,
you're
you
good.
can come out now.
But the other birds have fucked off, except for like one chicken and one sparrow. They seem to have found grubs, and so just
So, suppose the desert is next.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to bring a lot of water.
We're probably
I can just summon it.
That's true.
you do know that there is a
Islands,
well in the Colossus,
Yeah.
and that there are two oases out front of it, just a little to the west. Yes.
would it be useful to
There's a little to the east.
swing by the garrison,
Or
or we're gonna have to trek this?
oh, so we have to get
And I'm not sure we can travel by broom long distance. Even short distance seems to be a challenge.
I have a mule on my coat.
you have a mule on your coat.
What do you mean
With a
by
patch.
trekking?
Oh,
To the
oh.
desert.
Oh. Hyrule and Averia, make knowledge local checks, or int checks, or knowledge arcana.
Excuse me. Ooh.
26. Knowledge Arcana.
There's a teleport right outside the temple.
Yes, but I'd have to explain it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Averia, you same?
I got less. I got 17.
Yeah, you remember there's a portal-y thingy out there.
Yeah.
Alright, so Aurelius drops down in the dirt and starts drawing what the temple looks like.
Are you the tree?
Yeah, it's just looking.
Oh.
Just watching.
Watching the drawing.
Sorry, the tree slowly leans as if being pushed by a stiff, consistent wind. He's also intrigued by the drawing.
I just had a vision to that batshit drama theater anime I used to play when I was
Oh
growing
my
up.
god, I don't even know.
It's fucking insane. I'll find copies of you. I'm sure you'll find it entertaining. But the main character's girl gets trained by this crazy ass retired actress, and this is one of the things that she asked her to do. She's like, "Be a tree."
Oh yeah,
And
no,
she's
that
just
happens.
like that and does the tree, but then she starts fucking trucking rocks at her. And then when she flinches, she's like, "Don't flinch! Trees don't flinch!"
Oh my gosh. The frick character. Like Glass.
I feel that.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called in its original name. I just know the French name for it, which is not helpful.
What's the French name?
Shit. I'm blanking out now. I can find it.
Ash making me nervous. I'm asking you to speak French on demand. It's cute.
So Ruli and Averia attempt to
Sketch out the
sketch
ruins.
out the ruins of the Colossus.
Yeah.
How would or
I mean, I think we know exactly what it looks like.
well, a couple of us don't.
Yeah.
Well, who doesn't know what it looks like?
I mean, Basil would not know what it looked like.
Yeah.
I just don't remember.
You're gonna bring up the pic?
I think John's gonna show me. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just assuming. But now he's gonna show me because they said
So windswept, sun-scoured, and sand-scrubbed, a giant woman sits in the meditative position,
Lotus.
carved out of living rock, huge pixelated jugs,
Here.
and two palms.
What's with all those weird blocks over?
Oh, yeah,
of the good
I've seen
stuff?
that.
And while facing it, slightly to the right, is one of the Telltale teleport platforms.
Yeah.
So
Right there.
picture this in your mind. Hyrule, Averia, make me. What check would you want to use to describe this to your friends and print it in their minds?
Don't mention the boobs because that's all I'll think about.
Appraise. Diplomacy.
I like diplomacy.
Okay. I've got points in diplomacy.
Yeah, go ahead and give me diplomacy. Averia, if you want to join in,
18 diplomacy.
that's good. What do you got, Averia?
No diplomacy.
Same.
18?
Hey.
Did you roll an 18?
I
Beautiful.
rolled a 14, or I don't get the charisma mod, huh? Because I don't have
No, you
any.
get the charisma mod.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Cool.
yeah, I rolled
So
a
the rest
14
of you
plus 4.
make sense motive checks.
Diplomacy.
21.
One.
That one.
You were distracted by the boobs.
I got a 22.
You got 22? All right. So I'm going to say that by sheer force of will, you all have a very clear image in your mind.
So that's right.
But were they really that big?
Just a little to the left.
There is a 1 in 6 chance you'll end up in Kakariko Village.
Right. Wait, describe the cleavage again.
The star over the nipples.
It's very tasteful.
All right then, sing it.
That's you, Amanda.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. And you all twinkle into energy, matching the fairies flighting about the boughs around you, and a instant of white light goes by. You feel yourself being reformed on a solid concrete platform. The cool green air of the forest replaced with warm, hot blasts of wind. Basil, you feel like you're sinking a little bit, just slowly. The rest of you up here on the very hot concrete platform, but Basil appears to be standing in a bunch of sand a few yards off,
I have this very vivid image of Basil with his hand on his hips, just looking
No,
at
no,
the
no.
statue,
No,
just
no.
digging
His,
through.
no, his hands are like squeezing and like slowly but surely sinking. And you
You should
realize
get out of the sand.
that you're standing in the sand.
Oh yeah. Also, my lips are chapped.
Yep, I bet. And all of you
Immediately.
all of you are exactly, more or less, where you thought you would be. To your right, ahead a bit, is a giant colossus, just as Irulia and Averia described.
They're smaller than I thought they'd be.
There is a
I know, right?
there's a small
They're proportionate.
henge a few yards in front of the steps leading up to the temple.
What the hinge is it?
You have a stealth check? You have a stealth score?
Oh yeah.
What is it?
12.
All right,
I got hella stealth.
cool. And
I can hide easily.
yeah, just find a pole. Off to the east a bit, there appears to be a couple small palm trees next to a large rock. And then to the south of that, on the other side of this sort of pseudo gorge, there are another couple palm trees almost up against the wall of the canyon. The Colossus
Thank you.
sits before you. The midday sun is just about to start dropping, so it should only get cooler as you stand there. And if you wish, there are paths outside of this gully past the temple to the west.
Which is where we need to go.
Unless you wish to explore this area more or hide from the sun for another couple hours in the temple, what have you.
I mean, I'm the most comfortable I've been in a long time. I'm making sand angels.
Oh, cool.
I'm probably like,
Yeah, you're like, I haven't sweat this much in days.
No.
Do you have a stealth score? Cool.
I am not meant to be stealthy. I am meant to stand out.
Are we trying to avoid detection?
Not that you
like,
can tell.
put my cloak around my head or something.
Perception check?
You're probably not that happy.
I mean, I usually go with the punches, you know.
I have a stealth score.
The umbrella,
Aw, oh thanks.
which is the dark umbrella.
What was your
25.
25? Cool. Underneath the sand, you hear from several areas.
I think we're in
Oh.
trouble.
Oh no.
Roll initiative.
You know it. You know it.
Yes, I will take a rain check on the umbrella, but on.
Hey.
D10 plus strength.
Dex.
Dex? Just Dex?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I got 18.
Oh,
I got a 15.
What are you doing?
I kept dropping the die. I've rolled off the box.
Okay.
But then I rolled a 19.
19 plus your initiative score, or just 19?
Total.
Huh?
Total.
Okay.
But we'll do this again. Ha!
Yeah.
You know, I have issues with bass in my left ear.
Shall I Nah. talk like this the rest of the time?
That actually, I hear you a lot better.
Wow.
That was pretty epic. Okay.
Chipmunks episode.
11. Cool.
of the
Irulia, what did you get?
I
Like-
really
I'm sorry, that's not my name.
Iviria, what did you get?
19.
A lot you don't. Grim?
9.
Nice.
Do we get some sort of advantage to fighting these things?
Yeah, just do a man and I get advantages for being in the stand.
No, but if you want to make checks, you can see if you know what it is. Relenta.
15.
24 perception.
You also hear that from multiple points. It sounds like there's 5 of them, and they are closing. 3 are closing in on you, and 2 are closing in on Basil.
That's fine.
Okay.
Do you have perhaps another check you want to make to see if you know what it is?
Like I said, all my knowledges, I have Arcana and Planes.
Okay. But make me an int check.
12.
12.
I'm not.
They're green cactus creatures
Yeah.
that pop out of the sand and will whack you real hard with their stalks.
Yes, they will.
This is one of the reasons you guys use brooms.
I also have a heavy mace.
Okay. Good.
I finally get to use a weapon.
All right, so let's see.
I don't know why that makes me so happy.
11, because
Yeah, why
you
not?
should have just rolled a fighter like you want to.
Sorry.
Basil, what was your initiative?
18.
Cool, and I'm guessing you have a high. Oh, Illyria, you're up first.
Woohoo!
None of these creatures have actually popped up yet.
All right.
My spells actually here.
Can I fight from my broom?
There you go.
Can you
Probably.
You can hop onto your
Do you
broom.
want to take a move action to hop onto your broom?
Yes.
You hop onto your broom, lighting off of the ground. What do you want to do for your
Ew.
move and/or?
I will hold for now.
Well, you already took a move action, so you can't
Oh,
hold.
okay. Well, I mean, then I won't do anything else. That's it.
Okay. That was Viria. Bezel.
Give me 1 second.
Irulia, did you tell the rest of the party that 2 were coming for you and 2 were going for Basil?
Yes.
All right.
3 are coming for me, 2 are for Basil.
Now it's 2.
Okay.
Because, yeah,
Okay.
what are you throwing down?
Who is the person closest to me?
Um,
I'm gonna off on them.
I'm gonna say Irulia, because she kind of flopped herself down in the sand as soon as you guys landed.
Sure.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cast Hide from Animal on both of us.
Oh, I'll just go ahead and give this to you. This is a plant.
Oh, it's a plant?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I won't cast that then. So never mind. I could have helped us.
I like where you're going, but that wasn't the direction. Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess. New particular instance.
And they have not popped out of the sand yet.
So. I'm gonna go ahead and draw my sword, I guess.
Cool. So you draw a sword and ready. Cool.
Yeah.
Irulia.
I mean, I hear them coming. I know what's going to happen. I hop onto my broom too.
And float up a bit.
Yep.
Cool. Relenta.
Not fair.
Can I ask about an unconventional use of a spell?
What?
Okay, so I have a little core spell called Shout. Technically works on crystalline things. We could have actually just blast the sand out of the way. They use it that way.
That's a lot of sand, and it's, I would say, more dense and less fragile than crystal. How does it affect crystal?
It basically gives it damage. Actually, I have Shatter too, but I don't think that works in this case. Okay, you emit an ear-splitting yell that deafens and damages creatures in its path, blah, blah, blah. Any exposed brittle or crystalline object or crystalline creature takes 1d6 points of sonic damage per caster level, which mine is 12. An infected creature that gets a fortitude save to reduce damage by half. Creature holding fragile objects can negate damage with a reflex save. I mean, I
Do you
just
have
think it's
protection from plants?
No, but I have ideas.
Okay.
I don't know that any of them
as
will
long as
work.
it's cool.
No, yeah, I'm gonna say you can go ahead and give it a try because that sounds like volume and not so much resonance. Because like shatter's usually resonance, whereas
Yeah.
this sounds like it's more.
Yes,
volume.
it's
like in front of
basically
you.
a sonic attack every
Yeah.
session.
So yeah, I'll give you for every d6 you get a square worth of sand to move away.
Okay, cool.
How do you want to configure that shout? Because
So
you kind
it
of
is
cone
30.
it.
Yeah, it's 30. Range 30 feet area is a cone-shaped burst. I guess I have to figure out how to line it up so that
So where?
it's near as many of them. It's getting as many of them as possible without me pulling him.
Well, there are two coming in at different. All right. Make a perception check
Sure.
because you don't know where they are yet. You just. See, you know, you kind of have the same info. You know, there's some coming for her and some coming for him. Go ahead and make me a. What knowledges do you have?
I have. And that's it.
What would you say war tactics would be? Like positioning, strategy?
Like knowledge-wise?
Or just, yeah, or any skill really. Let me go
survival?
Maybe.
Let's see this.
Yeah, if you want to do dungeoneering, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I would feel like Grim would be better assisting that.
Yeah, but you're the one casting the spell.
I got a 19.
All right. So you aim it under Hyrule, just a little past her. And how many dice is that?
That would be 12d6.
Cool. So,
So 12 squares, I guess.
sweet. So I imagine it just 1, 2, 3,
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
A force of sand plows itself up from under you. You actually wobble a little because your height has changed, or your distance has changed. And sand goes flying off towards the Colossus from Rolenta's war cry under your broom. And exposed are two green squat cactus barrels with teeth and spines at its crown, with large stalks around that, which flail as it spins across the stand. Razor thorns glisten off of the flails.
That's really gross looking. These are normal here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay then.
What's your DC on that spell?
It would be 17.
Wait, where? Why did I not? You should have that.
Where's your mini core?
At work.
Okay.
Although I do have one.
I mean, my core's right there, but I'm just fucking lazy.
Okay.
We're just surrounded by Pathfinder cores.
Like right there.
I also have my big one.
This is
here.
no
I am
longer
slightly closer. I get it.
Yeah.
it's no longer a who has a core. It's which core is closest.
Yeah.
I don't have to get up.
Go ahead and roll 2d6.
Well, I checked over here and I'm like,
I got 5.
where's the little one specifically though?
So one of them seems to be buffeted, and the other one seemed to be unfazed by the whole affair. You have exposed two of them.
Can we buff it?
Target. That's my turn.
And
I guess I have a move. I probably want to get closer.
I was like, you have a move. I dance.
of course,
Like, I pose.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait until you. Because then I know where I'm flanking.
I'm gonna try to block them.
what's your AC, Rolenta?
It is, well, I can make it up to 25. I have to burn a
What is it
point.
currently?
21.
Okay.
I can react to things as long as I see them coming.
Okay, well, these are coming.
Okay.
And one of them crits, or almost crits, but doesn't confirm.
Okay.
They come at you and wail on you. So you notice they come barreling by, and they seem to rotate 3 times as they wail into you. Make a, or what's your CMD?
The CMD is. It's here somewhere. It's a different place on this sheet. I always forget. I didn't even calculate it. What?
10 plus strength plus dex.
Ah, okay, well. So we at least
See it.
a 17, yeah.
10 plus BAB plus strength plus dex.
Yep.
Okay, then in that
Oh,
case,
that's the CMD? Cool. Mm-hmm.
That's what mine
28.
says.
Yeah. No,
And
you're
I
right.
actually
It's
did
BAB
calculate that.
Good. All right,
There
cool.
it is.
So you feel as the strength of these things pummel into your thigh, and realize that if you weren't such a brick house, that they probably would have nudged you a little. But they still scrape the shit out of your fishy scales for 10, 15, 19, 24 damage. As both of them race past you and beyond and burrow again into the sand.
Whoa.
Basil, what's your AC?
My AC is 18. But I also have endurance, which gives me a +4 to non-lethal damage, and I have Die Hard, so you can't kill me yet.
Because
Yeah, Die Hard makes you order
Wow.
stabilize.
Of course.
You go below 0.
All right, then. Okay, yeah, no, that didn't. All right.
Now, considering how twiggy he is,
Oh, haha, just kidding.
Basil is weirdly sturdy.
All right, you take 4 damage as another pair come out of the sand. One of them manages to get a whack at you, and you also realize that these things are strong for plants. And they burrow into the sand as well. But you have an idea of where they are in the sand.
Right. So they burrowed again, right? Like, so none of them are exposed?
No, but you're sure they're just a stab or slash down into the sand.
Okay.
2 are past Relenta, and 2 are past Basil.
But we need to activate my armor.
I just realized. Wait, no.
I have an idea, I just realized something
So
that I have.
Did they all move in the same direction?
No, they
Roughly?
seem to be crisscrossing.
Okay. Alright. Where are you guys? So we're close to the.
Basil's closer to the monument.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
I don't
I'm
think I ever stepped on the sand.
I'm in between Basil
Oh, you
and the
did
thing.
to
Oh, I did.
blast
Yes.
in, which was why they came at you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go your way
Okay.
in case they make another pass. And I'll say I'll block them here. and I activate my armor, which will probably sap my action.
No, that's a move to clack it out.
All right. So is one of them possibly in range then?
If you
Without
want
me
to move,
having to move?
if you want to move while you're clacking, it's kind of like quick draw.
Okay. All right. I will do that, and then I'll take position in this spot, and I'll tell Rolenta, I'll block them here. Do what you need to do.
Sure.
And then I'll take a swipe at one where I think it's going in the sand.
One of the ones that passed by Rolenta?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I have a spell here that you and I agreed upon.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what the fuck it was.
Nice.
This is from before.
Does 31 confirm?
Yes.
All right.
A or B?
Let's go with A.
All right.
Oh, here it is.
Roll damage.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So
23 damage.
So you feel a satisfying crack / squick, like as if you just popped open a really good guava or other sort of fruit that has a pretty satisfying rind but a juicy center.
Right.
And yeah, nothing moves under your axe anymore.
Good.
What's your question?
Oh, my question was, so dust of tracelessness
Ivira, you're up next.
makes it so that no one can tell where you've been walking, but would that work on?
No, because
No.
that's like tracks.
Okay.
That's not a scent.
I was hoping that it would like.
Unless it says cannot be detected, or what's it say?
It says normal seeming dust, magic powder that can conceal the passage of its possessor and his companions. Tossing a handful of dust into the air causes a chamber of up to 100 square feet of floor space become like dusty and shit or whatever, but handful of dust sprinkled along a trail causes evidence of the passage of as many of a dozen men and horses to be obliterated for 25 feet back in distance, and no magical aura lingers after the... I mean, I know it's mostly for tracks, but I was thinking maybe it help vibrations of the... No,
No, I'm not thinking. Yeah,
damn.
I'm thinking this removes traces. This doesn't.
Okay.
I'm like,
Well,
I
walk without rhythm.
like, yeah, no, for real, yeah. That's why I was like, what's your passive stealth? And you didn't trigger any, but then she was making sand angels and stuff.
I wonder whose fault this is then.
Sooner or later, Grim
They're
is
fine,
going
they
to
have
come
rooms.
down that platform. You know, Grim vibrates constantly.
He is the worm. Ivira, what are you doing?
I'm Googling if sand conducts electricity.
It turns to glass when you strike it with lightning.
Yep.
Right.
We watched Sweet Home Alabama.
That's right.
Well, it doesn't do exactly that. That is a thing that happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no, because I don't want to deal with it.
That's a valid answer.
I mean, I don't think so. It's Earth. It's grounded.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I feel like wind is also a bad idea because #sandstorm.
You can yell at it. I did not.
When all else fails, just yell at the thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bazra.
Shout into the void. I guess I'll just hold.
All right.
Screaming at the Wailing Wall.
All right, I'm gonna take you out of initiative order and let me know when you want to jump back in.
Okay.
Basil, you're up.
Okay, so how close am I to the Colossus thing? Am I?
You're a full move. Like if you take your whole turn, you can get up onto the steps,
Okay.
which the steps go into the sand, so you would be out of the sand.
Okay. Would it be possible if as I'm running, I pull my grappling hook that I apparently have
Yeah.
out of my sack
Sure.
and just grapple myself up onto the thing so I'm raised up above the sand.
I'm gonna go
the
snipe.
Tie it around my waist
the
while
weird-
I'm running.
Make sure none of us are actually seeing this.
So I'm gonna give you the one move to pull it out of your pack because the haversacks bring the thing up to the top.
Mhm.
And I'll give you another move to tie it against yourself, and then yes, you'll be underneath the hinge
Okay.
when you get there. So on your
Okay.
next turn, you'll be able
Okay.
to throw and then climb. Because that'll be 2 more moves.
Okay.
So
Cool.
so Basil bolts, being like, I'm Batman, pulling out a
Action
fucking
Man Basil.
grappling hook and like bowling it off his waist, and Nerl's like, blah, 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 trying to catch up, and he's making a line for that hinge out
Well,
front.
this is the thing that's
You have
happening.
no
right
idea
now.
what's
I
going
have
on.
boots of elven kind. I can move at normal speed.
Ah, yeah,
That's right.
Hyrule.
So we're gonna play.
Batman.
We're gonna play. Donnie is now playing Talia, and Aurelia is now playing Iberia because it's 1 in the morning and she's baby.
Gone now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Time difference.
We did start like an hour late,
Yeah, we did.
I
so
wonder whose fault that was.
Yeah. I was going to be more subtle about it.
It's a
secret
secret.
societies.
No, that's fine.
It's a secret.
I still love you, Amanda, even if you made us late.
We do. If we didn't love you, you wouldn't be on right now.
That's right.
You're all
Love you a lot.
Okay, it's me.
Oh, yes, so me. Have fun.
Hi.
I will try to play you
John
still
Hand.
liking birds.
Bye. You're dead to me for 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes. That's okay. She'll be asleep through that.
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay, bye.
Hi.
Bye, Amanda.
All right, so Irulia, because I'm still Irulia, does a ice storm, which acts as firestorm, but it's ice.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Wait, isn't Ice Storm actually a spell?
No,
Well, it's a 4th level spell.
I went looking for it and there wasn't one.
Oh. Okay.
It's firestorm.
But
And,
she manifests it
as
as Ice Storm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, there is an ice storm.
There is.
Oh! I should look at that. All right, so no. It's ice storm in its proper facilities.
Yeah,
Is
Ice
this-
Storm's a 4th level spell.
Yeah, it's right
Was
here. It's
was this a
Sorcerer
spell?
Wizard 4th.
Was
Yeah.
this a spell? Was Firestorm but not a spell you chose because you got new spells, or was it because it was a bloodline spell
I just
and so
assumed.
you had to modify it?
No, I just assumed that it was not one of my bonuses. I just assumed that everything I have on here was once fire because a lot of it was.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So there is an actual ice storm, and it is a sorcerer level 4 spell, which it is over here as well. So it's still just ice storm.
Okay,
So yes.
cool.
All right.
I myself in front of the camera this whole time.
So a great
I mean,
magical
like, right
hailstones
here.
pound
Oh,
the
I did
ground
it
upon casting the spell. It's got a range, casting time.
So where are you dropping this?
Directly under me. One of the things that are.
Well, they're past you now, and they're in front of Grim. Well,
Okay,
one of them's
then-
in front of Grim.
So wherever there is one.
You're
Because
pretty
I mean,
sure there's one in front of Grim,
okay, I got one for Grim.
and you're pretty sure there's another 2 that are left of Grim because they went off in a direction no one else has gone.
Okay.
So do you want those 2, or do you want the one in front of Grim?
Well, they're all technically in his range.
In whose range?
In the range of Grim, right?
No,
Just the
Two
one.
are past me. One is in
because
that
they basically went like this.
Okay. But they're far enough away from him that they're out of a 20-foot radius?
These are.
Thank you. That's
He's
what
right
I'm
in front of these.
That's what I'm looking for. Okay,
Yeah.
so the ones that are in front of Grim.
I mean, if you want to get Grim in it, you can get them both.
I'm there too.
'Cause that's
I'm right
2020.
behind it.
Can I? Well, that's what I was asking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, are they in the radius?
Oh yeah. If you want to get Grim in there, sure.
Well, I can just yell to Grim to shield up.
And her.
Yeah, I'm behind him.
And Iveria. No, Iveria just lifted off. She'd be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I'd just be like, yeah, do whatever. Yeah.
Shields up, friends. It's not 20 radius.
Do it.
All right.
They have way more hit points. I'm
Yay.
over here.
Yeah, you feel a very cold burst up your back.
Woo!
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
It
fine.
gives you the extra oomph.
Great magical hailstones pound down upon casting the spell, dealing 3d6 damage points of bludgeoning damage and 2d6 points of cold damage to every creature in the area.
That feels nice. The latter part.
This damage only occurs once when the spell is cast. For the remaining duration of the spell, heavy snow and sleet rains down on the area. Creatures inside are to take a -4 penalty to perception checks, and the entire area is treated as difficult terrain.
Oh, sweet, I have a climb spell.
At the end of the duration, the snow and hail disappear, leaving no after effects. Other than damage it dealt.
It's a deck save, right?
Saving. Step down some ice.
Roll that beautiful damage.
Bring it.
And everyone else takes full damage as well.
I'm okay.
In that radius.
Not you.
Yeah, those two.
You ran like a smart coward.
So
I'm not
three,
tired. I have a plan.
3d6
Oh, geez, Scoob.
of damage.
Zoinks, girl.
5, 7, 9 points of damage. And 8 points of cold.
17.
Yeah.
So, hailstones appear in the desert.
Like
100 degrees.
like baseballs.
Just pelting down.
Yeah.
You would think the sand would somehow,
I'm just so excited.
prevent this sort of thing from reaching them, but just as somehow they managed to penetrate, it's pretty incredible. Relenta. Oh, and at any time, Averia can move herself back into the order.
Okay. Did I hit monsters?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Do I still see...
I mean, you can't really tell because it's all underground, but you're like, if whatever's down there ain't happy.
mm-mm.
Do I still see the one that's near him? Can I figure that out with this stuff?
Perception check. I mean, you're pretty sure.
Oh, I can pull Averia in to do a wind to blow away the sand so we can see them.
Okay, so it was a 26.
Oh, I have that too.
You're like, oh, yeah, there's one right there next to Grim, just next to his right foot.
Okay.
You can also tell that the other two are as well with the 26.
Okay, so can I 5 foot and get it, or do I have to move to get there?
I would say you can 5-foot it.
Okay, because I'm going to do a full attack then.
Because you have a trident, so you got to reach, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You're gonna have to reach it, but you can do it.
Okay.
They have spring attack.
I wish I had spring attack. So I've got a...
Had to give him spring attack because I'm like, no, they come out and they hit you and they go away and they're fuckers.
Yep. Getting away.
I got a 25 and a 15.
Both hit. Roll damage.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna expend to use my perfect strike to maximize weapon damage. 12 plus 7, 17 plus 2. That's
What's that say?
38 damage.
That's the APG. Well, which one do you want?
I think I might actually be 38 damage.
You also heal the same thing that Grim did earlier, and he also hears the satisfying crack, crunch, squish of the sound of a delicious fruit being chopped into.
It's like breaking a watermelon over your knee.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of nice.
Yeah, you're like, that's gratifying. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, me.
Yeah, and you jab in and get that full damage off of it, and you go in for the second stab, but now it's just like sand and mush, and you're like, oh, it was dead. It was already dead.
Still enjoyed it anyway.
You hear that same telltale whackety noise as.
Siberia can pop in soon.
Oh, do you want her to go?
Yes.
All right, bring it.
Because we can't see the creatures, she's going to use River of Wind to blow away the sand so we can see the creatures.
Cool. So she lines it up to just sort of create like a wind tunnel.
Yeah.
So that whatever strip you guys are in, it just keeps blowing sand out of it.
Yeah.
Sweet. Does it do damage? Is there a will set? Is there a dex save or
saving
anything,
throw,
or
fortitude, partial, spell resistance, yes.
does it deal damage?
Creatures caught in the River of Wind take a 4d6 non-lethal damage and are knocked prone. A successful fort save halves the damage to prevent being knocked prone.
So everyone in the wind tunnel has to make this dex save, right?
Am I in the tunnel?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
As is Grim,
No, because it would just slice right past them.
but they're
Are you at an angle?
or are you creating a channel between the creatures
Yeah.
and? Okay.
I'm not. Iveria is not as reckless as Hyrule with her companions.
Okay. All right. Cool. What's the save? What's the?
Partial fort.
Cool. What's the DC? I believe it's 10 plus her spell level plus her plus the spell level plus her casting stat.
Which
10,
is 18.
Cool. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Uh, 10, 13.
13 non-lethal.
Mhm.
Both of them. Oh wait, okay, for half. Cool, right.
Yeah.
All right.
A creature that begins its turn wholly or partially within the River of Wind must make a fortitude save or be pushed 20 feet in the wind's direction of flow and take 2d6 non-lethal damage to be knocked prone.
All right, cool. So the wind kicks up, and they're both exposed. Fronds flailing. They seem to have been dug in a little deeper than she had intended to blow, but still there seems to be quite an effect, and the batting limbs seem a little less eager as they barrel towards the two of you.
Now you can see them.
I see that.
Here they come.
Here goes, look, I found them.
Are any of them passing by me?
They're coming right after
They
you.
will in a moment.
Okay.
Do they move into his threatened square?
All right. So if they begin their turn in the zone, they have to make another save, right?
Yes.
Okay. For 2d6.
Take 2d6 non-lethal damage and be knocked prone. A successful fort save means the creature merely takes 1d6 non-lethal. Creatures under the effect of freedom of movement and creatures with their air subtype are unaffected by river wind.
Roll a d6.
5.
The wailing fronds sort of go limp, and they tumbleweed out into the desert.
Oh,
I had a cool thing.
Sorry.
Are they all dead?
No, I downgraded from 5 to 4 because I didn't have enough room.
Okay.
That was all right.
Got him.
Yeah, well, nice good.
Good job. The fighters and your sister got all the killing blows.
I had a thing I was gonna do.
Basil's like,
You can
That would
still
be-
do it.
That would be even funnier if you had managed to throw your rope and you're just like hanging there, like, welp.
Guys.
Here I am now.
Oh.
I was doing a thing.
We're in our element.
Basil, were you trying to get closer to the statue's bosoms?
No, I was trying to get up here to snipe. You killed him before I could get there.
so you're standing there in
Real nice.
some furrows of sand, a few dunes, couple husks of plant seeping their ooze into the
Marks his
sand.
grappling hook back up, shoves it back in his sack. Man. Every time.
Every time.
Well,
Even if it had worked, no one would have seen it.
that's right.
No one would have believed me.
It's like we were fighting these things and something happened and it died, but I don't know. Where's Basil?
Really, Iveria, it checks. Unless you guys want to move on to something else. Or what would you do next?
Well, I think we should start to move towards this
15
temple.
For Aurelia. And
So you're standing out here in
3
the open.
for Iveria.
So it really is like, there's more.
Oh, a lot more.
More.
Let's just move inside.
Oh, they're
Standing
everywhere.
out here is just asking to get swarmed by the local fauna.
Okay.
Hey, you can totally shoot those. Okay, I'm leaving.
Alright, so you guys move up into the temple.
Okay.
And as soon as you even get under the awning, the temperature seems to drop like 20 degrees. It's bearable at that point. Do you guys just stay under its shadow, or do you guys move into the temple?
Move in.
Aren't the lights that we're looking for are around
Beyond
the temple?
Yeah. So,
But
we're just waiting for it to cool
to
down
not
for you
be
guys.
so hot. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you step into the temple of the Sand Goddess, it's like the Desert Colossus. It's a grand entryway. A low sweeping stair goes up to a raised area. 2 large cobra statues stand almost judging as you step in. You can almost hear the chants and sitars and chimes of previous inhabitants worshiping. Those of you who've met the King of Thieves can almost even hear his gruff voice echoing through the halls, issuing orders, making it less welcoming. But nothing appears to hinder your entry at this point. Up the stairs, there appears to be a small hole to the left, which seems to be like a gutter. There is a small hole in the ceiling that seems to be a chimney shaft of some sort, and to the right there's a path that goes deeper into the depths of the temple, but is dark as the light doesn't reach into it.
Okay. I guess we'll just hunker down here till evening. Is that what we're doing?
That is wisest.
Okay.
Oh,
So you
nostalgia.
guys rest up.
Mhm.
You guys can. You guys want to do an 8-hour? Get some hit dice back and get some spell slots back.
Sure, they do.
Might as well.
I'm actually gonna expend maybe a couple of those pure moderate charges. So that would, what am I rolling for pure moderate? Because it's a master moderate.
Oh,
From your gauntlet,
Like how much damage do I heal? Yeah.
your armband.
I believe that's 2d8 was cure mod.
I don't know if we add anything to that.
Mod
but
is
it's a
2 or
straight
3.
Oh yeah, no, it's plus 10 because it's at
Oh!
it's at max casting.
Moderate is 2 or 3.
Mod is
Cure light is 1.
yeah, light
It's
mod serious.
I have 39 damage. I actually needed it. But it also heals everyone 39
Yep.
damage.
Oh, nice.
Alright, well.
You're how
You're all
much?
topped up and I'm at
Woo. Heals everybody 39, so.
Oh wow, nice.
I'm at
Oh,
78.
back at the top.
How many are you still missing?
I need 5. I'm good. I can get the rest just from messy.
Perfect.
And as you rest up, you get your hit die back in HP. And you all sort of doze fitfully or just stand watch as your mood takes you as the light from the doorway begins to dim slowly but surely, and the scorching rays of the day are replaced with the blue whites of the summer of the desert moon, painting the landscape in a white wash. You all make your way outside of the temple, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The caws of night birds are heard off by the trees.
Somehow not weirded out. I'm just fun.
Yeah, because those are gal or yow crows.
Yeah.
So you guys start your trek around the Colossus into the desert.
Yeah. Can I call my? Can I get my magic carpet?
Does it have a self-driving feature? Like, can you pull up the app and
It's like a Knight Rider.
Tell it to-
I was like, I don't.
Nice.
Summon it? I think we'd have to
I don't
get
think
it.
you
No,
can,
you would
yeah.
have to get it. Like, because then we could just ride in
Not
style.
It's not very magic.
Well, it floats on its own volition, so I mean that's pretty magic.
I get.
It just doesn't do what it's told. So I'm sitting on it.
So as you trek into the night across the dunes, in a westerly path, you notice that the dunes become even deeper and sort of create little pathways, which you're accustomed to, and normally you would fly over them, but it's easier to not, as well as those who are on foot. And at a certain point, the dunes sort of bottleneck a bit, and as you come through this channel, you see that the dunes sort of create an intersection. You can either go straight, left, or right, and straight ahead stands a large palm tree. Everyone go ahead and make perception, survival, or knowledge nature checks, whatever your flavor is.
21 perception.
17 survival.
I got an 18 perception.
And
15 survival.
14 survival.
You all hear the winds pick up aggressively.
Well, that's fun.
The survival people are like, "Oh yeah, sandstorm, cool."
I'll
Where
get
to go
secure
but
shelter.
forward.
What's up with that palm tree down there?
So do you trek forward? You go left? You go right?
Is that like a safe place?
Which way is it coming from?
The sandstorm?
Yeah, behind us or?
It's coming from the north, and is moving in quickly.
So in front of us?
We're girls. North means nothing.
No, from the right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Right. Okay.
You traveled west from the Colossus,
That was big.
so you were traveling west.
Gotcha.
Alright, still doesn't help.
So forward was west. That's fine. We'll see how the rest of this goes then. So you head straight towards the palm tree, or left, or right,
Do
or
we know that the palm tree is shelter?
meh?
Do I know that the palm
I
tree is
feel like-
shelter?
That's why I'm asking
It's
you.
us-
You're a
us.
native.
Close to shelter as we're probably gonna get right now.
It's something to hold on to at least.
17. Do I know that that's shelter?
No, but it definitely indicates water. The Colossus itself is the edge of Gerudo territory,
Yeah.
and so any farther out, you rarely ventured and wouldn't have a hard memory of it.
So I have the spell. Summon shelter.
Cool.
Would that work in this case?
Are you gonna? So as you get closer to the palm tree, you notice that the dunes sort of bowl down to where this palm tree is. There seems to be other paths out of this bowl between other dunes. But what really strikes you under this palm tree is this man sitting atop of human sitting atop a pile of backpacks, pouches, sacks, His hood is obscured. A red glow peeks, or a hood obscures his face. A red glow peeks out from underneath it.
Oh, this fucker.
He holds a stick in one hand.
Oh.
Bare legs dangle over the pile, and he sort of looks over at you as you approach the palm tree, creating almost a shadow over his visage.
Oh.
How'd you get out here?
We want?
Brave or stupid?
Usually a combination of both.
Yeah, okay.
Name's Puck. Welcome to the Oasis.
Hi, I'm Rolenta.
Hello.
There's a sandstorm approaching.
Yeah, they do that. The eye sort of focuses in on you. Hi, what's your name?
Sup?
My name's Basil.
Basil.
Yep.
Nice.
Hold on to your pack.
He sort of comes back. He's like, "Oh, I don't want any more. That's fine. I've got more. I've got more than I can." Yeah.
So what's all this stuff you're sitting on?
These are my bags. My helpers have wandered off.
Oh.
Can't find reliable pose these days.
All right. So do we just wait out the sandstorm here?
Oh, I wouldn't advise that. Once they come on, they stay. And almost as if on cue, the sandstorm blows its way over the landscape. But the dunes are so high that actually you're fairly well sheltered in this bowl. And even if you were to make your way through the different paths, it wouldn't really be difficult to move through as long as you don't go above the dunes.
Yes.
You notice from here next to Puck, there's the path from which you came to the east. There's another path to the west. There are two paths to the south and two to the north.
On front, run back to left, to right.
Yeah. So we're
So we're learning to dance the Cupid Shuffle?
So wait, so we were looking for that place where the sparklies happen, right? There's that dance light.
Yes.
it was roughly west.
I mean, can we see
A
that?
giant owl told
Do you
us.
say this out loud?
Yes.
Oh, you mean the fairies?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Music, laughing.
Ugh, right?
I'll show you. He points his staff. He's like, I'll show you where it is.
Yeah. Okay.
But
But
I need my helpers to carry all this. You get my helpers back, and I'll show you where it is.
Where did they go?
They wandered off into the dunes.
you use anything to call them back to you? I mean, or they just come when they want to?
He goes, yeah, right there. And you look at each of your feet. Yours, the twins. And there are 4 jars. One in front of each of your feet. One is blue, one is pink, one is purple, and one is green.
Oh, I hate this.
That's only 4.
Yeah. One in front of the twins.
Oh,
one
okay.
in front
We
of
have 1 jar. Got it.
Yeah, because you're one person.
Yeah.
He goes,
Now.
their pose. We took a break. They wandered off, and they probably got lost. If you
Pose are
would,
so helpful.
generally, yeah. If you would be so kind as to recover them, they'll happily hop into the jars to come back instead of wandering along on their own. You're looking for Blinka, Vinke, Enki, and Dot.
Fuck you, Tony.
Right.
You look so pleased. Should not.
The fuck is Clyde?
Was it Clyde?
Yeah.
Oh well. Tough shit. Clyde died.
It's Dot now.
He's a double dose
Is it
now.
Clyde? I thought it was
Yeah.
Dot.
No, it's
It's
Clyde.
Clyde.
No, he's
Inky,
Dot now.
Winky, Blinky, and Clyde.
No, it's Dot now. Deal with it.
It's Yakko, Wacko, and Dot.
Yeah, not in
Yeah.
this one. Yakko and Wacko didn't make it. Now it's just the Warren sister.
That's right.
Representation. All right.
Is that the pink one?
Yeah.
All right. Well, which way did they go?
In all directions. They
Well,
wandered.
Inky went off that way. He points to the. He points
God
to
damn
the
it.
southeast channel. Vinka went off that way. He points to the southwest channel. Blinka went off that way. He points northwest. And Dot went off that way, northeast.
You know, if we travel far enough on these paths, we're gonna come back the other side, right?
That sounds about right. Wait, are we splitting the party? Is this what's happening?
I wouldn't advise it.
Let's do it one at a time.
All it takes is for one of us to get lost, and then more pose.
I was like, they'll find us?
Alright.
I guess we all go together.
I love you youngins, but I'm not putting any of you in a jar.
We're not putting anyone in a jar today.
No.
I don't think I'm ready to be put in a jar yet. Nothing.
I have to hunt for foes.
Not always in a jar.
Okay, so we'll just go and do that after the sandstorm goes away.
Well, if we stay in the dunes, then we're
Yeah,
pretty
we
much
can
okay.
travel.
Yeah,
with the
we'll be
sandstorm.
fine.
It's battering like the top of the dunes.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. So
Okay, well,
let's go find Inky first, because it was the first one mentioned.
So
Yeah.
you take the
I mean, we all take our jar, but
the southeastern path to Inky.
Yeah.
sure.
All right.
You step into the fucking sand maze.
Yeah.
You know.
So it travels dead south for a good few yards.
Oh, that's why his name is Puck. Gross.
I deface it
Did
and
you
call
know
him
that
fuck.
Pac-Man was originally called Puck-Man?
Pac-Man.
Yep. They changed it because
So
they were
they thought-
worried kids
And you
were
know what
gonna
he's sitting on
deface
top
it
of, right?
and call it fuck man.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of facts. Just keep on giving. So you go dead south for
Are
a
we
few
gonna find
yards,
like random cherries?
I eat
and
pellets.
so you.
I don't care what they are. I
But
eat
the
them.
dune sort of curves off in front of you, so you're forced to move easterly.
God damn it.
And then that
Oh
dune
my
curves
God.
in front of you, so you have to move southerly. And you come to an intersection,
Oh, are you kidding me?
I dropped my fucking cookie.
Somebody look up
East.
a Pac-Man map.
or west. Oh my god. You notice to the west there's a path that goes straight and south.
I hate
To the east, there's a path that goes south and north.
Can we just like roll something to navigate this craziness?
Can I?
Like survival?
Let's make a couple
Can,
rides.
can
There's
we
gonna be
sense
cherries
pose?
out there.
Can we handle animal sense
I want the
pose?
fruit.
They're not animals. I'm trying.
They're ghosts. That would be undead. That would be knowledge religion. Which all of you are godless heathens.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm pretty
I
godless.
got, I got planes.
I'm assuming.
But we don't know where we start.
Make
I'm
me a
assuming we came
survival
in this
check.
way. Damn it.
I feel like this is too meta gaming, but
Making a player.
I do
look up
appreciate that
Pac-Man
y'all
maps.
got it
Yes.
without me having to force feed it.
31.
Okay, you're like,
And 20.
Okay.
On
Okay.
Iberia.
okay,
sounds like
cool.
I'm afraid of Pac-Man.
You guys start.
I am a ranger.
Yeah, no. You guys start scoping it out, and you get this idea that like this southern portion
In the
mirrors
sandstorm.
It comes back all sticky.
So
It's like this big.
I'll go ahead and give you the top part of the grid matches exactly.
Okay.
So you are currently. Let me see.
So did we come from here?
No, you came from the other side,
We came from this way?
and then you walk straight through, and then that center where the ghosts live
Okay.
is where the tree was.
I should
Okay.
have fucking
So
known.
you went up leftish.
We went this way?
Yeah. and you're right there.
We're right here?
Yep.
Okay.
You are now looking at an intersection that goes east and west.
All right. Well, Basil, you're the guy now.
Left is east and right is west.
I'm gonna say we should try it that way.
Alright, you know better than I do. Well,
It feels right.
I
So
keep my
if you're
axe
staring
on
at
the
the block, are you going left or right?
We're going left.
All right, cool.
Up, like left, so we can go towards the corner.
Cool. All right, point where you want to go.
Like we're coming here, we're going this way.
Yes. All right. And you
So
go
we're
up in
gonna
there.
go- yeah.
As soon as you round that corner that leads you into the
Mhm.
dead top, yes, you see a floating blue Poe. And he goes,
Where's the blue?
"Oh, thank God!
I have blue.
Alive, people!
Yep.
I'm Inky."
I
Yeah.
have your jar.
He like dives into the jar. He's like, "Oh hey, did you meet Puck?"
Yeah.
"Oh good, okay. You take me back."
No, we just have your jars.
I
Don't.
didn't really check beforehand. Did something happen to him?
I don't
No,
know.
he's fine. Don't listen to her. We'll take you back. We
From
just
the
gotta
jar.
find. We just gotta find the others first.
So fun.
Oh, they left too?
Yeah, all of you
Idiots.
got lost.
I
You all fucked off.
well,
And now we're doing his bidding so we can find you.
it just gets quiet. All right, where are you headed now?
Alright.
Sense motive on that.
He was put in his place. You don't need to
Okay.
sense motive about
Well,
that.
you were like, now we're doing his bidding so we can find things. And he was just like,
We're here. So we're gonna turn. If we're facing this way, we're gonna turn right.
Mm-hmm.
And
All the
then
way to the wall,
when it walls, and then we'll turn right
Down.
again. Wall, and then left.
back up to the other corner.
Yeah, other corner.
Okay. And as you round that corner, you see a green Poe.
Green.
And he goes,
I have the pink
"Stay
one."
back."
Got jar.
We know Puck.
We have your friend.
Inky. He's like, and he goes, "Puck's okay?" And Inky goes, "I don't know."
Puck's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Everybody's fine.
Sitting
If you
on
guys
his
care
pack.
so much about Puck, then why did you fuck off in the first place?
If you don't take me back to Puck, I know karate. And he like
Get in the
eases
damn
himself
jar.
into the jar, and he's like, and then curls into the
I
jar.
put the cap on top of
I know karate.
it. The karate.
Alright.
So where are you headed now?
So we're gonna head back
8 years fighting in the octagon.
towards the center.
And back down into.
Because you said the top half was correct. You
Yes.
didn't say anything about the bottom half.
Nope.
So we're heading back to the center first.
Okay.
So we can reorient ourselves.
Sure. Good. Yeah.
So I am a ranger.
So Puck is all like,
I got
"Ugh, ugh."
We're halfway
We're
done.
halfway done.
He's like, "Yeah."
almost
How
there.
is this
He
going
sort of
bad?
like lowers the staff. He's like, "You're real nice."
Ew.
Oh,
He's like, "You handle pose before?" Just that red glow.
no. And Earl gets up on my shoulder.
He's like, "Ooh. What's up, chickadee?"
She's offended.
He's like,
Yeah, you can stop doing that now. That's creepy.
All
Would you
right.
please stop hitting on my cuckoo?
"I'm just being friendly.
Mm.
2 more pose."
Yeah, let's go.
Do you hand him the jars, or you just like set them down, or do you like just take them again, or?
No, I keep mine because I'm like,
Well, they might need to know each other.
he's gonna fucking open this jar
Oh, so you
and then
keep-
they're gonna fuck off again.
Wait, which one do you keep, or do you keep them all, or what do you?
Well, I have
We
the
only
green
have two.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, we keep
So
them
we
with
keep
us.
the two we
Yes.
So I'm just like, let's go.
We'll give all of them at the same time.
You see a hand sort of wave as you
got it.
so you're
I got another 29 survival.
okay.
Damn.
So you're pretty sure the bottom half is similar
Similar.
in that it's going to mirror itself, and once you get one side figured out, you'll have the rest of it. But you're not 100% sure. The entryways are the same. So the path's out of that central block.
Okay. Alright, so
You have a path.
we're gonna go this way, guys.
Okay.
Go left, and left again. And then, let's try right. Let's see what happens.
Yep. And as soon as you get around that corner, there's a pink Poe.
Ah.
And it goes, and it like tries to hide in its lantern, and like the lantern starts to try and like dig itself into the sand,
Shakes the pink jar.
and it's like, nah,
Come on.
shimmy.
Let's go back to
Can't
Puck.
see me.
No,
We can all see you, actually.
No, you can't.
You don't want to go back to Puck?
Who's Puck?
You don't want to go back with these fuckers?
Who's these fuckers? Hi, Dot. Oh, Inky.
Wow.
Vinky's like,
wrong
Puck's
with
okay.
you?
And Dot's like, oh. Then like floats out. Alright. And sort of just into the jar. Make another survival.
She immediately caps the jar and just joy.
18.
You're like, yeah, it's the same. It's good. It's great. It's,
I mean,
exactly
we can
all that.
probably see the other one.
Yeah,
from
you
our
do,
stand.
actually.
We just need to go that way.
There's a what did I say? Blue, green, pink, and purple.
Red.
Red.
Should be red.
Yeah, the other one.
I
would be
forget
red.
what I said, but yeah.
It
All
should
right.
be red.
So yeah, red.
If we're going with the Pac-Man theme,
Yeah.
it should be red.
You see a red one off
Wasn't
in the
there a
distance.
yellow one? That was Pac-Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pac-Man is like the
And they had about like 4 colors to play with.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
So as you approach,
No.
he's facing off down the other way and sort of like looking.
that one's yours, Oren.
Oh. Hey, got a jar here. Wait, what's your name?
And he goes, oh! You scared him.
This
Why are
is
you so
He's not looking
scared?
this way.
this is Vinkay.
He goes bolting off to the south.
Motherfucker.
I run after him.
All right. He makes a left because there's a wall, and then he makes a right instead of going straight.
I'm just gonna chase
I'm
him
gonna have
around
to
and
block
get
this
away.
fucker off.
And then he goes,
But it's Rolenta. She took up running and now she's
and then
running.
he goes right because there's a wall, and then he goes left because there's a wall.
Would you stop?
Grim, do you follow?
Yes.
Do you
You're
follow him
rude.
exactly, or?
But if I fly up,
Yeah, we're
To
stuck
look
by
down.
this fucking.
I'd be in the sandstorm.
True.
I mean, Iveria might be able to control the wind if she goes up.
So Relenta's chasing after the Poe.
Yeah.
Grim's chasing after Relenta.
Yes.
Travel
Wait,
goes the other way.
is it pro like
Are you gonna try and cut him
corporeal
off?
right now?
Okay, cool.
Because I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I'm
stay
just
right
making
here.
sure she doesn't get lost.
So as the two of you go bolting off, winding through the maze, Basil goes straight instead of right where the Poe went, and then goes right, and then goes straight, and then goes right. And all of you sort of Scooby-Doo collide into each other into a
Alright.
heap of bottles and Poe and party members.
Don't let me poke him out of the damn bottles.
Really, Aggie?
Cool.
Everyone make acrobatics or reflex saves.
Well, at least I'm good at that.
Nice!
Oh, nice.
19
mine is
reflex.
a 27.
15.
We didn't
Oh
follow.
yeah. Okay. So as you all get up and dust yourselves off,
We're shaking our pink Poe.
you hold up the red bottle, and he's in there. And he's all like, ah, 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 ah. Hi, Blinky.
Cap it down.
Hi, Inky.
Did
Where's Puck? and Vinky's like, Puck's fine. They're wrangling us. He's like, wrangling? Well, because we all got lost. Oh. Okay.
I'll take it.
And Basil leads you back out into the center area where Puck is. Except he's not there anymore. Him and all the bags are gone. Perception checks.
Son of a whore. Unnatural 20 for Irulia.
I got 19.
And 15 for
I got
Irulia.
11.
21.
Cool. 5 or better, the pose and the jars are gone. And the jars are gone. 10 or better, underneath where the pile of bags were, is the Triforce symbol.
It was a test. Why?
I'd be a platform. I try to dust it off a little bit.
I feel like somewhere there's a power, a great power looking down at us and laughing
Wait, did
really
they
hard.
just disappeared from our
Yeah.
hands without
They
us
weren't there
noticing?
anymore. Yeah, like suddenly you're like
Well, great, a mass hallucination. That's what we've always wanted.
Yeah.
Roanoke
It
by
happens-
those Russians in the mountains.
It happens a lot in the desert.
Yeah, I try to dust off. Does it look like a platform?
It is definitely like purposefully built, like flagstones with like colored tiles to make the fresco of the Triforce, the royal family's crest.
Well, that's weird. I don't like it. Those real ghosts? Were we haunted? Are we haunted now? Swing?
No.
You want to make a knowledge arcana or knowledge religion? Feel free.
I don't have those.
Are we haunted?
Those don't
Eat
haunt
check.
people.
I got an 8 Arcana, so no.
I got
Haunted
9.
as shit.
As
Intelligence.
far as you can tell, that
We're
was all real.
haunted as shit.
And yeah, no, I'm not saying it was aliens.
I sit on the Triforce.
The jar was haunted.
Nothing really that you can tell.
Is
You're
the tree
back.
still there?
Oh yeah, the tree's
Okay.
still there, like
There's some
everything's
sort of
but
cemented
them.
to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, no, all of you are like touching. The tree's a normal palm, chilling, real healthy, real nice. No fruit, but good anyway. Y'all remember what happened the last time you saw a Triforce, right?
That's right.
What?
No.
We had to. Well, I think we had. It might have been Iveria that figured out, because I bombed my check, but it's the royal family crest, so you have
So
to
we had to
prove-
sing the royal family song.
Yes.
Oh, was the lullaby.
Which I claimed on my fucking armor last time.
Mm-hmm.
So you've all heard
Oh,
it once
no!
before.
I don't want to do this anymore, guys. Let's just go. Sorry, Link.
We're done.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
The entire party goes, nope, and walks out the desert.
I don't remember what happened.
I don't-
Oh,
That was how we
fairy.
summoned the Great Fairy last
Oh no!
And then we sing the song. It goes.
I don't want to.
time.
We're not looking for that fairy, though.
All
We're
right, so
looking for
make
the
me
tiny
make
one.
me perception checks or wisdom checks, whichever you want.
No.
Both are good too.
19 perception.
I got 28 perception.
22
19
perception.
wisdom.
19 perception.
Okay, so anyone above a 20 perception sees a fairy behind the palm, but it doesn't seem to reappear at all. Above 15 wisdom, you're like, okay, the odds that a fairy will pop out if we play the song in front of this one are not 0, but they're not 100 either, because there's a lot of these fucking Triforces all over.
Yeah.
And so,
All
like,
right.
if you play one in every single one, that's a lot of great fairies, and I think people know about them about more. So you know, it's buy a lotto ticket. I don't know.
It's only been like 2 days since that happened.
It's
too
very
soon.
fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Too freaking soon.
Oh, it's her whistling. It sounded like it was coming from behind me for a second.
So as soon
I got
as
really
Irulia
scared.
like whimper cry whistles the song, You're like, Your Highness. Oh,
Yeah, that's
just-
right.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
you're triggered for an entirely different reason,
That's right.
and
I collect
I
triggers.
pulled Neural in front of
yeah. At the
The sisters hug each other, please.
at the bottom of the Triforce,
Oh wait, I move away from that.
sand parts away, and a 10 by 10 hole opens up in the sand. Oh yeah, anyone else who got above a 15 also notices like small, like masonry pieces sort of scattered about the bowl, as if there was a structure here once.
Well, that
Nothing but a dark hole in the sand.
Who wants to jump in the weird fairy hole?
Dancing
I will go-
lantern.
I will go first.
It drops a little longer than you'd like, and then sort of just bobs there, and it's about a 10-foot drop to what appears to be a small chamber. Farther down into the
I
darkness.
tie my silk rope to that palm tree and
Cool.
toss it in.
Oh, I was like, fine. Gets out his fucking grappling hook. He's like, I'm gonna fucking use this.
Well, I mean, I have a room. I don't need to climb. I'll be next to you guys.
I don't need your fucking silk rope. I have a grappling
I
hook.
rolled a 20 climb.
What's
I
on the end of the
go
grappling
for it.
hook?
The rope.
Okay. I was like,
Regular rope.
eh. Okay, yeah. So, are you gonna wing it around the
Yeah.
palm tree?
Yeah.
Do you take a 10 to set it up, or you're like, I'm cool?
Iveria and Hyrule hop on their brooms and go
Oh,
down.
cool. No one's looking when I do it. That's how you know it works.
I rolled a 20
No, this is
climb,
true.
so I just
That's right.
like a natural 20.
Room
Yeah,
is
you just
opening
like
in March.
3-point land in the bottom. You're
I
like,
do that the whole superhero.
like,
Yeah.
cool, yeah.
With your fucking trident. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the Aquaman movie.
So you guys come
I'm
into
Batman.
a
I
large
have to Batman.
into a large chamber.
You
10
have
by
the
10 by
60s
10.
Batman, like,
Yep.
clearly
Is there a
this
save
was
point?
filmed
Yep.
flat
No.
and was tilted to the side
Yep.
shot.
And there's
Is there a quill here?
there's a nice 10-foot wide set of stairs that goes down farther into the darkness. You see that another set of stairs turns at an angle from there. They're gentle, wide steps and seem easy to traverse. But it is dark.
Dancing lantern.
So he hops along with you.
Yeah.
You go down.
Use my Miyazaki lantern.
It wings to the side. You feel the cool of the earth below. You realize that there's no longer sand above you, but solid packed earth and stone. And you come into yet another chamber. As you step off the last stair, you see the wall extends, and then to the left there's another solid wall. Across from you, a wall with a door that is slightly off of its hinges. And then to the right, there's a small hallway that goes to a set of very large double doors.
So,
Shall we go into the double doors?
or
You approach the double doors, and they also hold the royal family seal. And they are closed tight.
we have to do the song again?
So do you want me to whistle again? Or we just...
Or do you play the song once more?
Yes.
Nothing happens.
I knock.
Sometimes it's just decoration.
I try to open the doors.
If only I still had my battering ram.
Perception checks.
21
18.
23.
and
again.
24.
Anything above a 20 hears rattling and shuffling from behind the doors.
It
Oh,
sounds like
who got above a
fairies.
25?
I got a 28.
Like, you feel like the faintest music, like in the back of your mind, just it's very like ethereal.
So like it's music coming from the other
you
side.
don't. It just
Huh.
A feeling.
walks.
Can I song that I'm hearing?
No,
Or it's just like
just
ambient?
yeah. You're like that sounded. Maybe it was just whistling wind.
Did anybody hear that kind of ethereal music?
The doors stay shut.
Does it respond to my knocking?
Nope.
Okay.
There are 2 large keyholes under the crests.
Probably need keys. We can go look in the other weird, scary, broken door.
All right.
Well,
Here we go.
keep my axe at the ready. Approach the other door.
Let's go, Lantern.
So you hop over to the door that's falling off of its hinge.
Yep.
You just
Alright. Yes.
alright. So you move it off to the
So
side.
we'll move it to the side.
And the stage goes forward and splits into a T, left and right. Off to the right, you see another small room with some broken furniture, and off to the left, you see another door
To check out that room first.
with the broken furniture.
Yeah.
As you walk into it, it's very obviously once an office. A desk barely stands after the years of time.
Does any of the furniture look like it's breathing?
No,
Okay.
no.
Perception check.
Perception check, survival, what do you want?
Got
20,
30 survival.
Ain't nobody here but
29
that chicken.
perception.
Okay.
No.
Ew.
Chicken.
I got a
24.
There's no mimics,
Mine.
we're fine.
Like, was this check in the room or like just looking into it?
I stepped in.
In the room?
Yeah.
Okay. There's also something very fishy about the wall
Stop just me.
in the corner.
I cast detect magic.
No magic in this room.
Well, too bad.
Something going on with this wall.
I pick up something on the ground and I throw it at the wall.
It makes a hollow sound, which is weird in underground.
Something behind that wall, guys.
Bring your lantern close to here. Let's look at it.
Go ahead, Lantern.
Knowledge engineering or knowledge engineering?
I've got 16 dungeoneering.
I only got it on that.
26 dungeoneering.
Yeah, Basil, you're like, secret door. And if we can figure out the mechanism, and you're like, tack, 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 because that's the same code every secret room in every kingdom outpost ever uses, and a small door slides open into a pathway. Rough hewn walls.
Old outpost. I look at the desk. Anything?
It looks like an
And
old
on
style standard issue outpost desk.
But I mean, like any like documents lying around.
They are all worn with age.
It's too long. All right.
Go ahead, Lantern.
It hops down the
I
pathway
follow.
and reaches the back of another secret door. But this one just has a latch.
Actually, put my ear against it before I open
Perception
it.
check.
22.
Nothing. Silence.
All right. I unlatch it. And
As,
then
you,
suck it over.
as it slides open into a pocket wall, you see what appears to have once been an opulent bedroom, but has since been removed of anything heavier than what you could carry in your arms. A large four-poster bed with a disintegrating mattress to the left against the wall, a large armoire as well, and then a set of double doors across the room from you seem to be the only way in or out besides the secret door.
Where, like, are we supposed to be finding fairies here? Why are we?
Well, I think we need keys.
We need keys to go through the doors where the music is coming from, which is probably where the fairies are.
Assumably.
Okay.
I mean, Puck did say he'd show us
search
where
the
they were,
furniture,
so
I guess.
And then
he showed us this path.
What are you
Search
doing?
the furniture with a 13 perception because I rolled 5.
It's all furniture, baby.
Maybe we have to go through more doors. Did these doors open?
The double doors? Oh yeah. They open up into a longish hallway. There seems to be a little alcove off to the left, and then opens up into another T hallway. You walk through it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lantern.
So Lantern hops off down the hall, and as you follow him, you see the alcove off the left is actually sort of like a little way station or waiting alcove with a single chair. Do you pay the chair no mind and keep going?
Yeah.
All right.
Does the chair look like it's breathing?
Perception, engineering, survival.
Mimics everywhere.
Hey man, you never know.
Yep.
27.
Yes.
Watch out.
Dab it.
That's what I'm doing.
It's a mimic.
Guys, it's a mimic!
Roll initiative. Actually, you know what? You all get a surprise round.
Yay!
You all sort of like surround it,
Yes.
and let me know what your attack roll and damage is to murder the shit out of this mimic.
I'm going to use my elemental ray. Because I got some
Does
of
it
that.
count as an object right now?
Yes.
Because I can crit it now. My siege weapon axe.
I got 25 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
31 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
9. Does cold damage.
I
got a 19 hit.
That hits. Roll damage. It's flat-footed.
Oh,
how do I figure out if it?
So your roll plus your bonus with that weapon.
Okay.
It's 16 damage for me.
I think it's. Oh, that's right. It's 16. I did get my short sword to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
16 electric elemental ray.
I do 13 piercing.
Is this thing
6.
medium or small?
It's small.
Small.
Oh, you still do medium damage though because that's the size of your weapon. You are a medium creature, so you wield a medium weapon, so it does medium damage.
5.
Cool. So it looks like one of those ridiculous villain Disney cartoons where it gets blown up, electrocuted, frozen, drenched, stabbed, bumped, etc., and just sort of turns into a gray, lifeless lump on the ground.
Never saw it coming.
Ooze sort of seeping out of it, and
18.
That one.
you're like, I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it! I fucking told you I would! What was it, 18?
Yeah.
Something glistens in the goo.
16. Oh, okay, she got it.
Glistening goo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 13.
So there's something in there. Something up in it.
I poked some weird glistening stuff with the butt of my trident.
You hear a clinking noise, which is not characteristic of a mimic corpse. Eat something.
Okay. And I like kind of
Fish around on it. Yeah, you fish around for long enough. Covered in mimic entrails is a strange key that has one ring that comes off at 2 angles.
Oh boy. Well,
That's
here's the
odd.
key.
It's a double
And
key.
angle it sort of off my.
Alright. Good. You have looked for that key forever.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate. Can we like summon water on this to clean it?
Turns out a chair ate it.
Thanks.
I knew there would be mimics. Dang. Too much furniture down here. I
You
don't
guys
like it.
continue, or do you continue on your path? Or you go back to where you came, or what?
We'll continue.
The double key. Yeah, let's go loop around.
So you get to the end of this hallway, and it goes left and right. Off to the right, you see that the path both ways actually kind of continue. The one on the right seems to have like maybe one or two more places to go. The one on the left seems to have like some rubble off the side of the wall.
To the rubble!
Yeah, let's go check that.
So you guys swing left, and as you're hopping down the path, it looks like part of the wall on the left has sort of fallen in, creating a cascade of rubble, and the path goes farther down into like another room. Perception checks.
23.
There's a slight air pressure from
23.
the rubble.
16 and 23.
There's something behind it.
There's something behind the rubble.
Alright, move aside. I'm going to try to move some of it.
Ugh.
Yep.
You're gonna make big rocks smaller rocks
That's right.
by the force of your mighty swing.
Yep.
So Grim
Oh wait, I have a crowbar.
unclicks his scarab and takes off his shirt and
Yep.
starts pretending he's part of a chain gang.
That's right.
And little by little,
I sing prison songs.
I have a miner's pick if you want it.
Sure. Well,
the
the axe might actually be bigger.
the stone wears away under Grim's willpower.
It counts as a siege weapon now
And,
because of the gauntlet.
As enough space is made to move over the rubble into the next room, you see a swirling light create a small chest in the middle of the room. Bare walls, otherwise.
You should check that out.
15 survival.
That's a chest.
Okay.
Check it out how. Can I perception it? I can do
Does the
that.
key look like it fits in that chest?
No.
Can I just kick the chest?
Yeah.
I have a 25 perception. I looked at the
Kick
chest
it.
before.
It's
Oh,
a normal,
yeah.
the normal chest. And as soon as she kicks it, exactly what you expected to happen happens. Nothing. There is a crumpled up scroll in it
Oh, we found the map.
that looks like this.
It's the map. It's the map. It's the map. All right.
I don't have the compass, so we gotta figure out where we are.
Well, we just found this key,
Mm-hmm.
and then we went. So we're here. Okay. What is the butt?
What? There's a butt?
It looks like a butt.
Those are double doors.
Okay.
They look like a butt.
But doors.
Well, we got the butt doors. Okay, so we just found this key with the mimic, and then we went left.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here now.
No, you went down.
Oh, we went down.
Up.
Went the other way.
This one.
There's
So
rubble.
this is okay. Yeah, this is where the map was.
There's no symbol for the map because that's where it is.
Yes, of course. There you are. Well, you could have put a treasure chest there.
Why?
Because the treasure chests are on the map.
Yeah, but you already found it.
Still on the map, it's just highlighted.
Talk
Anyway.
to the maker of the map.
Tetna.
Is he?
I don't know. Anyway,
Look what's
so we're
right in the
here.
corner.
I'm
He's
like,
not.
someone's paying attention.
That fucker is still around.
So there's a key down south.
Batman and Tingle. We should have known when Tony said he prepped. This is what it means.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Fills the black cockles in my heart.
There's a key down this
Cock would
way,
be
but
part
it
of
looks
this.
like there's a couple spiders.
Looks like a person and a cockroach.
I think they're skulantulas.
Skulltulas?
Skulltulas.
Oh.
I think it's two very hairy people.
Don't you have to shoot those things?
We all have different interpretations.
Well, I mean, I agree they look like cockroaches, but if I'm in this
I guess it
world,
looks more like a beetle than a cockroach.
Well,
well,
Either way.
there are beetles that we can collect in jars.
It might be Skulltulas.
Yeah.
Okay. So do we have to go there and smash them or whatever we do?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go find it.
So you continue down that tunnel to the
To the beetles.
to the bug room.
Yeah.
As you turn that corner, all you see are piles of crates and barrels. This appears to have been a storeroom of some sort.
I feel very white.
Ooh,
when I step in there.
ooh.
Yeah.
I walk up to one with my heavy mace and just woof, woof.
Excellent. Roll initiative.
Yay!
Okay. Aw. Actually, this is single.
Yeah, yeah, 21
Oh my.
Oh, Jesus.
and 21 for the twins.
I got 20.
Bam.
Grim,
I have 11.
what's your dex mod?
Grim is past 0.
No dex.
Basil?
I got 20.
I have 10 decks.
We really
Twins are 21.
who goes first? Well, it doesn't really matter.
Me. I go first.
Relenta?
15.
Like our stats are exactly the same.
Hyrule and Averia get to go first as two distinct fountains of scarabs,
Okay.
the size of
I hate
fucking
you.
cats,
I hate you.
with huge fucking pincers,
I knew they were beetles.
come scrambling out of the barrels and boxes.
Wait, it's a scarab
Well, maybe not
swarm.
cats, but like.
Well, I'm already holding
Size
my
of a
heavy
fucking
mace,
coconut.
so I'm gonna go ahead and just take a swing.
All right, roll a hit.
Squish.
17. To hit.
Hits. Roll damage.
You're stabbing it when you do anything.
You're right.
8. And then.
Are you? Yeah, okay.
I don't know any other spells. Iviri is going to use Scorching Ray. I don't know my sister's spells first.
We know.
How do I know
I
my
have a
spells? How am I
question.
supposed to know
Yeah.
hers?
One of my patches on my robe is a minor scroll of spell. But the
All right.
I'm just asking. I was asking in case you had it.
Let me go ahead and get that real quick while someone's doing math.
Just in case I decide I want to use it, I should probably know where to hit this first.
Minor scroll of spell.
Yeah.
Well, you have a cloak of many things, right?
Yeah, I have a cloak of useful
Cloak of
items.
use.
And that's one of my items. Is I have a minor scroll of spell.
Yeah.
What's the one that?
What was that from? Is that from the APG?
No. I mean, the cloak itself is from the core. Or it's a robe. Robe of useful items.
You got it?
Yes.
What
You blast your enemies with a searing beam of fire. You may fire one ray plus one additional ray for every 4 levels.
It's like 3 rays at
A maximum of 3 rays at 11th. So she can put out 3 rays.
Yeah.
Because we're at 11.
Oh, did you and you previously rolled the 4d4 to see which other patches you had, right?
Yeah, no, I know what all the patches I have are. I just don't know
Okay, cool.
what spell that would be because my thing
Right.
doesn't.
So did she roll a hit? Because it's a ray, right? Range
yeah,
touch?
it's a range touch.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a range touch is
Minor scroll of one randomly determined spell.
26.
It hits. Roll damage. What type of damage is it? Wind?
No, Scorching Ray.
Cool.
It's fire damage.
I'm gonna make that gross sound that bugs me when you say something on fire.
Range check to hit deals 4d6 points of fire damage. So is that 4d6 per ray? Because she can do 3 rays?
What level is that? Or
We're level 11.
does that sound right? 3 rays at
We're
4d6?
12, yeah.
Yeah, we're level.
Yeah, that's totally Scorching Ray.
Yeah.
That's why that spell is awesome.
It is a level 2 spell.
As long as you practice
It says you blast your
low level
enemies with a
Pathfinder
searing
spell,
beam
then
of fire. You may
scale
fire
up.
1 ray plus 1 additional ray for each 4 levels beyond 3rd.
Yep.
To a maximum of 3 rays at 11th
yes.
level. Yes. So it's 12d6.
Roll it.
Thank you.
Roll a percentile. Tell me what you get.
9,
I got 34.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32,
Cool. So
33, 45, 46, 47, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48.
cool. So she starts going into one of the swarms, and it just sort of like envelops huge chunks of the swarm, and there are not really enough bugs left to really pose any more of a threat. And you see out of the crate that they came, there is a broken wooden scarab idol.
Ooh.
But the other swarm persists.
One swarm down. One
Let's go
swarm
ahead and
down.
call it
I did something useful with not my character.
Unseen Serpent, level 1.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, that's fun.
That's a fun one. As my friends used to call this spell, Ghost Butler. That's basically what it is.
Your turn.
Hey, Ghost, carry my shit.
Isn't it her turn?
Oh, I just went twice.
Oh, you went twice?
Yeah. 2
Alright.
characters.
Yeah, the sisters opened up
Okay.
on one of the swarms with extreme prejudice.
Yes.
Two lanterns. I pull my bullseye lantern
Mm-hmm.
patch off
Mm-hmm.
and just take it and chuck it.
Nice. Make a ranged touch or make a ranged attack. So D20 plus BAB plus Dex.
Yeah.
Roll anything but a 1.
I got 27.
Cool. Go ahead and roll a D4. As the oil and the flame sort of clatter across the carapace and floor. 2 damage. Cool. Several of the bugs catch fire, popping and squeaking.
Ew.
What? I hate that noise.
Relenta.
Yes.
Well, the whoosh of the rays earlier kind of masked it, but this one's a much more conventional.
Good touch. It's melee touch attack. I guess.
Yeah. You can deliver those if you're scared, can't you?
Yeah, I think so.
I
Yeah.
don't really do any damage. I mean, I can. Should I do that? It seems that Like, just waving a stick at them wouldn't be a good idea.
Well, it's like playing baseball.
Oh man, that's a terrible roll.
What-
18.
18 to
I hit
hit.
one with a club.
Still hits. Roll damage.
Okay.
Did you roll a 1?
No. I
Okay,
rolled
then you
3.
still hit because it's just a square.
Okay.
You got above a 5. You're good.
So,
And roll damage.
channels through.
What does this spell do?
Fidget touch is 46 holds.
It's basically
Freeze things.
it's like fire hand thing.
It's a
Low level
level 2
AoE.
though. Okay, here. Melee touch attack deals 46 points of full damage, and it causes the target to be staggered.
Cannot be staggered, but still get that damage.
Okay. $14 damage.
All right.
Oh wait, do I have my strength too?
No.
Okay, then 14 damage.
Because as far as I can tell, you were just pushing the spell into the swarm. Cool. All right. As you are right up on it, the swarm moves into your square, dealing
Get distracted
damage.
in damage.
So you take 4 points of damage as the beasts
I'm just like
bite into your flesh, and you feel some of them start to burrow,
Oh no!
dealing an additional
it's the
4,
mummy all over again. Oh no.
5, 6, 7 damage.
This is really gross, guys. Just gonna say. So I mean, they burrow. Will they keep burrowing and kill me, or if I have
Wait.
to dig them out?
These are scarabs, right?
Yes,
They're animals.
they're vermin.
It's different.
Damn it, why is everything a different classification? I just want to use my one fucking spell.
Perhaps
Please
if they
don't.
persist, if you stay in their square, they do bite in and under
Oh, I
your
have
flesh.
+2 against vermin. Look at that.
Yeah.
Grim.
All right. Well, are they all?
They're
in
all
your
up
square?
on and in Relenta, yes.
Oh
There's
my
not too much I
god.
can do about that.
Sorry.
There is something I can do.
Tony
actually.
doesn't want friends.
We're just gonna have to set Rolenta on fire.
Grim.
Why I tried to
Grim
open my mouth and then
stomping
I'm like, no.
Relenta.
Well,
Only
Grim will
kill
yell,
bug.
"I'm
Whatever,
sorry,"
do it.
and then I'll fully tackle you out of that square, just to move you out of there.
So yeah, make an attack.
I'm
Bull
not-
rush.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna resist it,
CMB,
but do I
yeah.
still resist it?
Well, yeah, go ahead and just go ahead and use Relenta's flat-footed because she's not resisting.
All right. So it's just
Or use her
CMB.
touch.
Yeah, let me touch. Let's see, let me-
Still probably pretty high,
yeah,
right?
well, it's 19.
All right. Well, I got 34
Yeah.
CMB.
There you go.
Barrel her through there,
Oof.
and there's still a few trying to find their way out, but it's definitely not the situation it was a second ago, which
right.
is much improved. You're like splat.
Ah!
You'll absorb that. It's okay. Hyrule Aviria.
Well, the square is clear now.
Gross.
Yeah, you're like, that's really gross. Oh,
I know, why did I open my mouth?
better out than in, I guess.
So where are they now?
They're in
In
the
the square right in front of me.
How many, unless you wanted to move her more squares away.
I mean, how big is this room?
It's about 50.
Okay, that's good. You can throw me further, whatever. Do I take any damage from this, by the way?
No, he's not trying to apply damage, he's just trying to move.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think Bull Rush would shove you like
At least
next.
5.
Yeah, so next square usually.
But since you're not resisting, he can probably take his full move
Yeah.
to
Okay,
push
so
you
I'm
guys
on the
like
wall now.
against the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel it in the air tonight?
Irulia uses Aqueous Orb. I create a rolling sphere of churning water. The aqua rolling over barriers less than 10 feet tall.
Drown them.
It
Shoot those
automatically
bastards.
quenches any non-magical fires and functions as dispel magic against fires, as long as those fires are sized large or less. Any creature in the path of the Aqueous Orb takes 2d6 points of non-lethal damage. A successful reflex save negates this damage, but a medium or smaller creature that fails the save must do a second save or be engulfed by the orb and carried along with it. Engulfed creatures are immersed in water and must hold their breath unless capable of breathing water. They gain cover against attacks from the outside of the aqueous orb that are considered entangled by its churning currents. Take 2d6 non-lethal damage during each of their turn. The orb can hold 1 large creature, 4 medium, or 16 small creatures within it.
Cool. So a big ass water ball
Yep.
plops down in the middle of the swarm,
And just
and they start getting scooped up. Does it deal damage, or is it mostly just a
2d6 non-lethal
roll that damage?
per creature.
Well, just
Yeah.
roll.
It's a swarm.
8.
Cool. So the bugs are buffeted about.
And then Everia hits it with a lightning bolt.
Oh shit! Oh.
Cool.
Because lightning can put some water.
The majority of the water and the bugs evaporate. All of you make fortitude saves.
Yeah, someone in post space. Oh,
But it was at the...
that's okay.
It's all good.
I got 18.
I only got a 13. Yay!
19.
What do the twins get?
Hold on. Trying to keep track of our spells. -1. What am I rolling?
Fort saves for
Save.
both.
27 for Irulia. And 18 for Everia.
None of you are sickened by the gross smell of flash fried scarab bug flesh. Carapace. But
Wow.
it is a smell you will soon not forget. You also
I was like,
notice-
do we pick one up and taste it?
you also notice, if you want,
I feel like I'm not gonna like scarabs at all.
Cook now.
In the past few days, we're just building a healthy dose of PTSD.
you also see out of the barrel that swarm came out of a different, or a similar wooden token scarab that has been shattered.
Huh. Well,
No
Did
keys.
you pick up that first one?
Well, have you otherwise searched the room, or?
no.
No, we
We
walked
weren't-
in and there were scarabs.
Well,
Well,
Yeah.
you walked in
Well, we
and
walked in and
somebody
woke
smashed a barrel.
excited scarabs.
the
We
scarabs
got-
up.
We got
And they were
scarabs.
scarabs.
There we go.
Yeah,
We
I
done
just
got
stopped rolling
scarabs.
threes.
You done got scarabs.
I only got an 11 perception. I think I'm too busy just saying, get it all off.
You sort of you're doing the I found a bug and now everything is suspect move.
Alright.
I
But-
saw a bug somewhere, and now everything feels like there's bugs crawling on.
Yeah,
Right.
which is
in me.
enough for y'all to dig through all of the long since turned to dust stores that were here, but you find a token of a scarab intact, as well as the 2 broken ones, and under a barrel, a small silver key.
I'd like to keep the scarab.
Sure.
I'll
Okay.
pick the key up.
I think scarabs trigger me now, so I'm like, nope.
Do you wish to do anything with it?
No, I'm gonna hold on to it for later.
You don't like want to look at it and
Okay, I turn it over and
think
look at
about
it.
it?
I,
Knowledge Arcana.
I assume it's gonna summon more scarabs like the other ones.
I mean, yeah, but you know,
27.
this is not just like a typical feather token. This is actually a scroll. So using this or one of the broken ones, you can copy this spell into your spells known.
Yeah.
Aww, that's sweet.
Or, of course, you can
I
break
think
it
Caroline
and
is
summon Swarm.
horrified, but
Okay.
that's sweet.
Look at the GM throwing you a bone.
Well,
Yeah, you just.
it was already my spell.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just did that by permanently
She never used
scarring
it, though.
my character to be afraid of
Yes.
scare bugs.
Now you
That
have
she
the
did
Why?
not
Why
summon
did
at
she
all
ever use it?
times.
Because I forgot to make it, and you never got to a point where you're like, I want to use it now!
I feel like I was always like, oh. Anyway, continue. So I can just add it
Do
to
you
my.
share that with Relenta, or just for yourself, or what? You
Well, I can use the broken ones or the.
can use all of them, yeah.
Okay, so
So
I'm
that
like,
means
I've got
everyone-
one.
Yeah.
Would you like one, Relenta?
No.
Would you like one, Averia?
Everybody's like,
There you go. That's very much a Relenta.
Yeah. you don't tell her that it's just a fucking scroll, it's fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll let you know. It's so you can cast this spell yourself.
I don't want to.
Okay, my Shpika.
Fine. So yeah, you can use the broken one to transcribe it. So yeah, as soon as you like learn it off of the broken one, it shatters into sand, leaving you with the one whole one still.
So then I'll use the other broken one and just hold on to the nice new one. For funsies. There you go.
You also know with the 27 that if you spend a week with it, you could probably embroider it into
Into a
his
pattern?
robe. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Into
you want
a
to get
patch?
real weird. Yeah.
Anybody else want it?
Or keep it for yourself. Or you could maybe like inscribe it on the gem on his scarab. Because he's already got a thing.
I am so
And
triggered
then,
right now.
and then he can be like, Bugman! Bye-bye!
Bugman.
Oh goodness.
So yeah, so you found out
What level is this spell?
that's like a 6.
Yeah, I get a bonus 6 level spell.
That's alright. The creatures are like a 6 hit die, so that's like a level 4.
Thank you.
Yeah, the swarm has 6.
Scarab Swarm.
So you have the stats. The scarab swarm. It's a 6 hit die, which is an average of these d6s. Yeah, I think it's a d6. And then they deal 2d6 damage and have a 25% chance to deal a ×3 crit.
So I just got the unlucky 25%.
Yeah, I hit a
Ooh.
76 on it. I was like, yes!
I did not like that yes when you said it. I was like, no, that's going to be bad times.
So that's their birth. Alright. Otherwise, swarm.
Cool. Okay, so we've done this, and done this,
The
and
bug
done
room.
this.
It was going to be a gelatinous cube.
So we've gone this way, so we gotta. Where did we come in from?
The bedroom.
Right here?
No. That's B for boss.
Oh.
You killed a mimic.
Okay.
We came in from that room.
This room.
So secret passage. See, like we took that secret passage to get into that
So
room.
this secret passage.
Yeah.
So we came in.
Mm-hmm.
Through there.
Yeah. And this is 2 keys in front of a door, but
Mm-hmm.
okay. So
And
we
this
came.
was the door that was locked.
This is where we
That we
came
didn't
in
get
with the
to-
song. No? What?
From the top.
Yeah, here.
There you go.
Okay, so we came this way. We found the keys. We're like, let's go this way,
Mhm.
and then we went straight down this way.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've done all this.
Yeah.
So we can't go here without this.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta go back up this way
Sure.
Well,
And
what's
into-
over there?
into this cleavage room.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
haven't
cleavage room.
we haven't gotten to the cleavage room yet.
Okay,
Sure.
let's go into the
Or
cleavage room.
into the weird bladder.
So you guys make your way back up through the bedroom, up through the secret door, into the office,
Yeah.
and then you walk across the way, You put the key in the door.
Yep.
And the door opens wide.
Oh, that's a key. That's key for key. Looks like cleavage.
But neat enough,
It's cleavage.
the key doesn't disappear. You can hang on to it and lock the door from either side.
Oh,
Doesn't usually happen.
Doesn't that door have 2 keys?
No,
No, that's the
this
big
one
door.
that's
That's the
this
butt
door.
door.
The
And
butt door.
in this room
Okay.
We're in this room.
are 4 cots, actually 2 bunks and 2
Oh, we
cots.
can rest here.
It's cool and quiet
I don't trust it.
and soothing.
And we can lock it.
And we have a key. that
I'm
can
just
lock
like
can
looking
lock
at
the
sheets
door
going,
from
the
the
bug's in
inside.
here, the bug's in there.
There's even a small breakfast nook.
Basil does
18
his
survival.
cursory search for mimics.
There are no limits.
Okay. Is there anything else?
No, this is pure gold. This is exactly what it is.
I rolled 22 perception to find bugs
Nope,
because I'm triggered. Okay.
No bugs.
only what you brought in with you.
perception. There's nothing in here.
There is something on the other side of one of the walls that is sort of providing a calming, healing energy so that you can actually rest in here without issue.
So it's a nice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with this room.
Quite the opposite.
Still don't trust it.
I
Fair.
still love the door.
Absolutely.
Gonna
So-
lock us in.
If you want, we can call it a night there.
I'm
Save
dying.
point was there. And
Perfect.
we'll pick up in 3 weeks.
Oh.
3 weeks.
Because 2 for Dresden. And
That's
then
right.
Oh, that's right.
Am I gonna even be here? Probably not.
3 weeks? Yeah, I think you're leaving in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's like
Wait.
I'm leaving July 15th. So that
We'll be gone for 2 weeks.
XP. What were you guys
Hang on,
at?
there's gonna be 1 week when I'm gone too. We're at, or at least I'm at 270, 630.
We're at roughly 270 and some change. All of us.
You guys are at level 12.
Yes.
No wonder you murdered everything so fucking fast. I was like, oh, maybe that's too much HP. Maybe it's overpowered. You fucking murdered everything. You guys are at 270-ish?
yeah.
Yeah, 270, like 6 something.
Yeah, and everyone.
Uh-huh.
We're 270, 749.
All right. 15,000 for Pac-Man. 12,000 for being grim.
All right.
Berlenta, 15K for clever uses of spells and inspiring others.
15,000 or 1,500.
15,000.
Oh, whoops. I did that wrong.
30 for me.
Hyrule Viria. Uh, 12,000 because you're always broken and you got scares. Leah for giving her umbrella to Berlenta.
Aww.
Because the power of friendship.
Oh, nice.
Well, I was always shitty in cold places, so I assume she's gonna be pretty shitty in hot places.
Yeah, it's tough.
I might let you get caught in a hailstorm, but
I'll
Only-
ice you out of combat.
only if there's shit in the way. It was for the greater good.
So when do you leave, Sally?
All right. Say goodnight, Internet.
Good night, Internet.
Good night,
And
Internet.
when do you come back?
20